Man, that's crazy.
Hey, Duck, how much were them shoes hitting though?
Man, Chauncey, did you see them Air Max, bro? The UCP Air Max?
Nah, I probably have. I
I
don't
sent
know.
them to your snap, bro. They was like €100.
I ain't
I don't think Chauncey on the snap, is he?
I am on the snap.
Okay, yeah, you
but
are on the snap.
I ain't on the snap like that. You know what I'm saying? Like
he on the snap, but he ain't on the snap.
They like €100, bro.
No.
They look like, you remember, so I know you've seen the OCP, right?
Mm-hmm.
The uniform that we wore when I first came in.
Yeah.
And when Mo first came in too. They got some Air Max that pattern after that. I was like, bro, they don't get these lawn grass cutting shoes out of here, man. Everybody's trying to wear the old pattern, bro. What's up with this? For €100 too, man? Wow.
That's crazy.
I told Duck, I was like, hey, send me some of them ASAP.
I
gotta see them jumps. I'm about to pull it up, man. I'm about to pull it up.
Them shoes look like you like some major put you on the area beautification.
What kind of Air Max are they? Are they
I think they were 90. No, they weren't 90s. Might have been 95.
Yeah. And throwbacks, boy.
I'm sitting there like, bro, if you don't stay off the Sun Major grass.
When did you send them on the snap?
Yesterday.
I'm about to pull it up right now. Oh man. And so fellas, we got my man over in we got Duck from coming all the way in from
yeah.
I'm looking at these jumps right now. Oh no. Oh wow. That's those Air Hoods. Them Air Hoods. That's them intestinal fortitudes right there.
Oh my God.
That's them Audie Murphys right there. Let's be clear.
That's them Air Soldier of the quarter, bro.
For real. That's them extra duties right there.
Ain't nobody got time for that, bro.
That's that 45 and 45 right there.
Indeed, bro. Indeed.
They should get into you. Follow formation with those, bro. I'm telling you, half right, bro. Half right. You ready? You built for it. You built for it. Oh my gosh.
Oh, Drew, sorry.
Bruh, hold up, bro. We gotta put this up, bro. Like, where can we find those so that we can share the screen and show people like what we talking about? Because it's like,
let me see.
These are not where it's at. Like, man. And they all up in the PX too. Like, yeah, going.
Bro, you know where those are? Those are at the Nike outlet in Zweibrücken.
Wow. That's crazy.
I can't even pronounce that, Mo. Like, Duck, you different. you pronouncing stuff that black people shouldn't be able to pronounce.
Oh, wow. Bro, so
speaking of black people, have you heard your boy Biden? Speaking of black people, Charlemagne the God was doing an interview with him for the Breakfast Club, Biden, and he said, "You ain't black. If you trying to determine between Trump and me."
Yeah.
Say word.
Hey, yeah, he did. He did.
But I heard the spirit of what he was trying to say. He was like, "Man, how can you vote for Trump?" And he's shown you all this, like.
He showed you his hand.
And still be black. Like, come on. Like, maybe he wasn't the one to say it, but it's still facts.
Still facts.
It's still facts.
All right. Let me go grab my water and I'll be back.
Duck, what you doing, bro?
I'm cleaning these ribs, bro. I told you it's Memorial Day.
I thought you was slicing the Dutch open. I thought you was on that Getty Green.
Don't threaten me with a good time. That's all I got to say. I've been to Amsterdam.
Hey, Duck, I got the what you call it? I got the it's the piece. It's a video capture card. And what it does is we could play 2K and stream it live.
Nice.
Yeah. And so I need to get back onto the
get off my leg.
Bro, I just made Superstar 1 this morning, bro. Shirt off in the park, bro. I'm there.
Man, I ain't even got the 2K.
What you want, boy?
I'm gonna show y'all what I've been on, man. I'm gonna show y'all what
I ain't seen you logged on in a minute, bro.
In a minute. And so I'm gonna show y'all what I've been on. You see that back there?
You talking about that yard?
Nah, that light right there.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, what's up?
I've been filming, man. I've been filming, just trying to get this content ready, man. I'm about to do the fatherlessness deal, man. And so Carrier's on board with me, about to shoot letters out to all the big dogs, from Tony Evans to Jamal Bryant to, we're gonna send one to Barack Obama. We just gonna send it out to everybody, bruh, and try to raise awareness along this issue of fatherlessness, man, which is, you know, a social ill that is pretty much like the foundation of every social ill in America. Teen pregnancy, high school dropouts, juvenile crime, selling drugs, you name it, your childhood obesity. All of it is, the underlying issue is fatherlessness, man.
That's what's
fatherless up. Poverty. You're 4 times more likely to be an adult living in poverty if you didn't grow up with a father, man. And the list goes on, man. And so there's 1 out of every 3 children in America are fatherless.
That's crazy.
In African American communities, is 2 out of every 3. And so 85% of incarcerated youth are fatherless.
And you in that field too, so you know.
Exactly. And so my thing is this, man. 20 million, that's enough to fill up Nissan Stadium. I don't know if y'all saw my post, but that's enough to fill up Nissan Stadium where the Tennessee Titans play 289 times. And so my thing is to capacity, right? And so my thing, just take a look at that stadium when y'all get a chance. And so my thing is just like this. If 20 million, however, we could go a 90-day news cycle. We could go a 120-day news cycle and not one word be uttered about fatherlessness. But it's affecting the African American community youth 2 to 3. So I wonder why, right? And so my thing is this, like, someone has to be pushing this narrative. Someone has to be raising awareness. We need to open up the pulpits. We need to open up the schoolhouses. We need to open up the houses of legislation, all the state capitals, DC. We just need to, and so that's what I'm gonna throw myself in the direction of. I feel like men, we're supposed to, talking about this Father Day thing. I ain't trying to take over your deal, Mo, but
nah, you good, man.
Talking on this issue of Father's Day, I feel like, you know, part of being a dad and part of being a man, just period, is investing in something that's eternal, something that's way bigger than you, whether it's eradicating poverty, eradicating hunger. And my deal that I'm attaching myself to is just eradicating fatherlessness.
Yeah.
You know, where I feel like every child should have a dad. Because
that's big. I'm with that.
Dads matter. You know, there's so much research surrounding us that, you know, kids need their dads. And just think of all the daddy issues that adults are walking around here with, you know. Look at Hollywood. A lot of the movies that we watch,
daddy issues.
A lot of the shows that we watch, daddy issues. Empire. We just
Empire,
Little Richard.
Embedded.
Yeah.
How about all the Disney
issues.
movies? How about all the Disney movies where the dad leaves out gate?
Lion King, daddy issues. You name it.
We
just watched Onward last night with the family.
Who he is.
Bruh.
Yeah. We just watched Onward last night with the family. That whole movie is about these 2 brothers that's yearning for a relationship with their dad who died when he was young. And so it's crazy, man. It's Antoine Fisher's story. Elf.
Yep.
Daddy issues.
Yep.
Right?
True.
And so
Rookie of the Year, daddy issues.
Daddy issues.
Daddy wasn't there, and then mama was dating, and or I wouldn't even know what the stepdad was. He wasn't even no stepdad. He was just a dude that mama was dating. So,
yep.
I mean,
a Bronx Tale, daddy issues, where his dad was a bus driver, and he was kind of ashamed, you know what I'm saying, of that. And so Sonny came in. I mean, daddy issues all the way around, man.
That's crazy.
You know?
That's crazy.
So
Hollywood profited off of this stuff.
No. But Hollywood profit off a lot of stuff like that, though. Yeah. Hollywood does that on a regular.
Oh, yeah.
Whether it's, daddy issues, drug addiction, sexual trafficking, all that stuff, man. Like, Hollywood is embedded in taking reality and just engulfing the people with it to the masses.
Art imitates life, man. That's what it's all about.
Art imitates life. Show you right.
Yep.
And so
now I kind of want to segue since we already, got talking.
I was about to say, but here we go, man. In the Life of a Mac, volume.
In the Life of a Mac, man. We already started. So skip all that introduction stuff. So, but for those who don't know, I got
Life of a Mac. Life of a Mac.
No, but I got my two brothers with me, Chauncey Julius and Donald Walls.
Eastside.
I've been knowing these two for, man. I've been knowing Chauncey since 2005, 6, 5? Yeah.
I met you the summer of 2005 around my anniversary.
That's right. Because you was on R&R.
Yeah, we was at church, and my wife was like, "Hey, there's this family I want you to meet. Her husband reminds me of you. Like, this nigga ain't like me.
Nigga ain't like me.
Yo, I remember that. I remember that
Grown
to the
man,
T.
dog.
And like she just kept smiling and just laughing. She was like, "You remind me so much of my husband." And at first, I was like, "I don't know how to take that." Like, okay, I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing, but okay, whatever. I met Chauncey, and it's we've been ever since. Been rocking ever since. And then
ever since.
Old Duck Walls over there.
Botox fly. You know what I'm saying?
Been knowing Duck since 07, 06.
Straight out East Atlanta.
Straight out East Atlanta. Show you right. It was 08 when I came.
Was it 08? I thought it was 07. Because I don't think Ailey was born yet.
Ailey was not born yet.
Yeah, so it was 07. Because Ailey was born in 08.
07.
Mo, that's 15 years.
Doc, yeah, bro.
And then with Duck,
that's
what?
Lucky 13.
13 years?
Yeah. Right.
Dang.
Right. Lucky 13. Y'all old, bro.
Lauren grown. Brianna done graduated.
Dude, Brianna graduated.
She got her doctorate already. Something.
Man, this is crazy, man. But these two dudes we are brothers. We are legit brothers. Like, granted, we got other family members, but we are brothers.
Factory.
That's a fact.
We have.
Ain't never gonna change.
We have had a lot of grown conversations about life, period. And I think that's the genuineness of our relationship that we have. And 9 times out of 10, you really don't get that from men, number one. Then you don't get that as Black men, number two. Because a lot of times in the African-American community, those OGs, as we call them, they're like, hey, man, or our fathers or uncles, oh, be tough. You don't need to talk to nobody. Hold it all in. Don't cry. Do all that. But on the inside, we killing ourselves.
Yeah,
sure enough.
But I'm thankful that these two men have been a part of my life, and man, it's been a crazy journey that we all been on.
Bro. Hey, man. I think like all of us could probably write a book, man.
Dude. Hey, while you playing,
I'm
in the process of writing a book right now.
Man, I mean, I know I'm gonna read it, man.
Yeah, I need an autograph copy. Me, I ain't no
But
and then we also need that book. We need that book, K-State. I know you listening. My man JaVale Roan over at K-State, man. Make this happen. This book needs to be in the leadership studies curriculum over at K-State.
Facts.
They got a great leadership studies program. They built a building. They got a Starbucks in the bottom of it and everything. That book needs to be over at leadership studies.
Hey, my name need to be changed in the book though to protect my innocence. You know what I'm talking about? I made too many moves.
I mean,
I need to be Camilo Salamander or somebody, man. Can't nobody but me and you know who I am. My name need to be changed, bro. Protect my innocence out here in these streets. I got warrants and whatnot. You know what I'm talking about?
Warrants and whatnot. That's why he in Germany right now. He on the run.
I'm on the run, Jack.
Okay, so as y'all can tell, this is what we do. And we have, I mean, the good, bad, and ugly of life has hit us all in a different way. But I'm thankful that we have stayed connected. I mean, I'm just putting this out there. I don't think there's anything life can throw at us that we won't be connected to or stay connected with each other. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying it. We've been through a lot, and I'm not going to go into detail, but life has threw us some hands. The hand, we was like, oh, I ain't got no spade. I don't know how I can play this hand.
Fact.
But,
Fact.
That's good, Mo.
We've all we survived, man. We're winning right now because we're alive, and
Fact.
I'm so thankful that God has placed these two men in my life because honestly, at that juncture where I needed them, you know, then until now, and the grooming of our brotherhood and the cultivating and sharpening each other, I don't think I would be here right now without these two. And that's, as the kids say nowadays, that's on God. No cap.
Oh God.
That's on baby.
No cap.
That's on baby. Who you putting it on? That's on baby. That's on cap.
So
nothing about what these kids talking about.
Oh, it is terrible.
That's on every third letter of the alphabet.
Oh my God. That's on God. On God. I'd be like, dude.
That's on every 7 letter of the alphabet. Real. And so, like, okay, so we've been in the military. All 3 of us been in the military, served in the U.S. Army.
Facts.
Duck is still in. Donald's still in the military.
Here I go.
E6 promotable. E6 in the Army. You know,
man, just going to call him first on.
No, my bad, my fault. Not an E6. He's a staff sergeant. Let's be clear. It's a difference. All y'all E6s out there. It's a difference. He backbone of the Army. Let's be clear. All right.
All day.
Mo was served in the military as well.
Yep.
Army, active duty. Yep. I served in the military 13 years.
Lead the way, who?
Lead the way, who? So I was ordinance.
Maybe I do need to get you them shoes since you hood and going on. Hey, the real Cuban, man. Real Cuban for my boy.
Hey, I need you to send one to me ASAP.
One time.
That is contraband.
What's it? Contraband.
That is different. Got that Jose Canseco.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh man. That's wow.
Oh my God.
And so we've all served in that military, so that's part of it.
Yeah.
We've all played sports and team sports, organized team sports in some capacity.
Facts.
Yep.
All played at the college level in some capacity.
Facts.
Some more than others. I played like a few weeks, and then I just
my boy said he played a couple
I stopped coming to practice, man.
So
I had an academic scholarship. I ain't really have to go.
So tough.
I was like, y'all jumping on these boxes and breaking my shit.
He wasn't about that life, man. He wasn't about that life.
Oh, so y'all want me to run fast? Okay.
Okay. I tell you what. Don't worry about it.
But I'm be in my dorm room.
Right?
I'm gonna go play intramural and be a superstar.
I'm gonna play flag and I'm gonna kill him.
I'm gonna kill him. But Mo played at the D1 level at K-State.
Yeah.
I'm gonna brag on you, Mo, because you can't brag on yourself. You ain't gonna do it. Mo is gonna skip over himself.
He ain't gonna do it right.
Because, man, it is what it is,
All-American since he was 12 and a half.
Mo played 13 and under at 7.
Mo was dunking at 8.
Let's be for real.
Dog, y'all doing the most now, man.
Basketball, baseball, football. Played behind Darren Sproles in high school.
Yep,
played with Darren Sproles
at K-State.
And Jordy Nelson at K-State.
Jordy Nelson, Terrence Newman,
Bishop,
Quentin Eccles. Let's holler out my boy.
Yeah, Quentin Eccles. Shout out to my boy Q.
What up, Q?
Mike Bishop was 97, 98, so he was a couple of years before me. But he's, man, dude, I tell people to this day, he's the sole reason why I even started watching and playing football. When I saw that man do what he did at the college level, being a black quarterback.
Yeah. This is before Vic.
Before Vic.
Yeah.
Before all these dudes. Because back in that day, excuse me, in the mid-90s, you had two kind of quarterbacks. You had your pocket quarterback, you know, the Drew Breeses and the Peyton Mannings, those guys. Mm-hmm. And then you had your option quarterbacks. Nebraska. Colorado.
Yep. Charlie Ward.
Yep.
Charlie Ward, shout out. Heisman. Then he went to play basketball on.
Dude,
switched the game.
That's crazy.
That hurt my heart.
That's crazy.
It didn't hurt me none. That man did what was best for him.
Hey, facts.
But he made a way.
That was a smart move though by him.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He made a way.
Yeah.
Guaranteed money.
Yep.
NBA, guaranteed money. But yeah, man. Like Bishop, to me, Bishop's a GOAT. Greatest college quarterback of all time. That's just
I agree, man.
Because
I agree. He got the cheat code.
In the 2-year span that he was at K-State, because he came from a JUCO. He came from Blinn.
From Blinn, that's where Cam Newton went, huh?
Yeah.
Man, Blinn pushing him out.
Dude.
Wow.
Mike Bishop changed the game. So.
Hey, and then Duck played.
Duck played baseball.
Baseball. He played football, quarterback in high school, right?
Yep.
Quarterback in high school, Atlanta. Yep. What was the high school in Atlanta?
North Atlanta High.
North Atlanta High.
Okay, well, since you sound out high schools, Olathe North High School, what's up?
Sheesh, Olathe North.
Olathe North, 9-time state champs.
Columbia, you know I'm going to shout mine out.
We win the state champs out there.
Retired up in the Raptors. They got his soccer jersey. They got his rugby jersey. Got his field hockey jersey.
Who you talking about?
Yours? Moto played 73 sports in high school, bro.
Got his socks, got his mouthpiece.
They got his mouthpiece up there. Got
trophy
his shield
case
that he wore. All of that.
It's insane.
Look, if they got anybody's jersey up in the rafters, it's Darren Sproles. Trust me. That dude was retarded in high school.
Special.
It was funny watching them dudes fall all over the field, bro.
And then Duck played at the college level, baseball at the college level as well at Grambling University.
Grambling State University. Everybody's somebody, you know what I'm talking about? Shout out, big shout out.
HCCU.
Yep.
Indeed. Indeed.
That's dope.
Place to be.
It's crazy that we have all these dynamics.
And then we're all fathers.
Fathers, husbands, active fathers, active
more
husbands.
Than one child too. We like multiple child dads.
Yeah.
We all father girls. We all father sons.
Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah. So But kind of segue from what you were talking about earlier, you talked about the fatherless community. And I know for all three of us, there have been times where we have been a part of that statistic, being a kid who didn't have a father active in our life.
Absolutely.
Wow. You're right about that too. My dad died when I was 5.
Yeah.
He was killed. He was murdered. Let me say that. He didn't just pass.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Like, that's like, man. I couldn't imagine that. Like, seriously. I couldn't imagine losing a parent in that manner.
Man. It ain't easy. I barely knew what was going on because I was 5, but
yeah,
it still ain't easy. A lot of things I had to learn on my own. A lot of trial and error.
Mm-hmm.
Being a dad. Being a husband.
So in knowing that, who and this is a question for both of y'all, who was that person or persons who gave y'all that fatherly advice, that fatherly wisdom when there was no active father in the home?
Chauncey, you going first or me?
All
right, cool. I'll go first. So all of my manhood advice, all of my guidance came from the coaches that I had. I have Coach King, Coach Dawson, Coach McGuire, Coach Walker, Coach Thomas, Coach Ellis at Grambling, Coach Sapp at Grambling. I'm here today, and I'm who I am, mainly because those guys at Gresham Park, because by the time I got to Grambling, I was already kind of doing my thing, but they definitely helped me out a lot. Like, I have older uncles in my family, but, you know, uncles are uncles, right? And you look at your uncle as your mom's brother, and, you know, when they come around, you talk to them and whatnot. But I spent most of my time with Coach Dawson and Coach King. And I will never, ever forget, and I'm going to impress this upon my sons as well. Coach King, I was 12 years old. We were on the baseball field, and Coach King said, hey, look, guys, when you go out into the workforce, when you're looking for baseball scholarships, whatever, people will pay you to produce. And if you can't produce, they won't pay you because they don't need you. And if this is something that you're going to do and you're going to want to get a scholarship, and even when you get out in the workforce, if you're not producing, you're not getting paid.
Yeah.
People ain't going to pay you to waste their time. I'll never forget that. And I carried that with me from that day to this one. I believe that's what got me my scholarship at Grambling. That's what's gotten me everything, because I produce. I go to work when I was playing ball. Like, even now when I'm playing flag football, I'm trying to be
going hard.
Everybody. I'm going so, and my wife is on the sideline like, he does not have to do all of this. But yes, I do. It's all I know how to do. I'm talking about Mo.
It's 1 year, man.
Hey, one way only, man.
I'm talking about, bro, I would throw a touchdown pass. I'll make somebody miss. And, you know, when I run out of bounds or whatever, I run over there and look at them like, bro, I told you I was the truth. I told you not to. You better find somebody else.
That's that last dance mentality, man.
Bro,
I ain't the one.
It's right here.
Yeah.
It's right here. I'm just like, bro, I told you not to miss it. I told you not to even come to the game. But you're here and I'm offended. So now I'm about to hurt you.
He said, I'm here and I'm offended.
I'm offended because you showed up. Oh, my goodness, yeah.
But I believe Coach King, Coach Dawson, and those two really, really did a number on my life.
Yeah.
They really did. They led the way.
That's what's up. Now, do you still keep in touch with them to this day?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah, I got their number right now. If I FaceTime them, they'll call. They'll answer.
That's what's up, man. Ain't nothing like that relationship, man. CJ, Chauncey, go ahead, man.
And so with me, it was a mixture, because mine is like the story of two dads in a sense. You know, early in my childhood, my dad was there. He was active. He was engaged. I remember, especially as a youngin', you know, I'm talking 5, 6, 7, 8, you know, wrestling with my dad, watching Soul Train with my dad being there when we cleaned up on Saturdays, and, you know, him teaching me how to clean. And through that, a lot of his attributes was, you know, passed off on me and instilled in me. I remember as a youngin' cleaning the mirror while we was doing, you know, Saturday cleanup.
Excuse me.
And I had a lot of streaks on there. You know, I did a half-done job. And he came and told me, and this stuck with me. He said, son, when you clean something or when you put your hands to anything, it's as if you wrote your signature on it.
That's tough.
And he said, your name is on that. And it says something about your name. The work you do says something about your name. And so you want them to say something good about your name. You know, you want it to reflect favorably on your name, not poorly. And so that stuck with me. And so, you know, when I put my hands to something, I want to do it with excellence. And my dad instilled that in me, work ethic at a young age and making sure that I do it well. But during the late 80s, you know, that crack epidemic swept through my city when we was living in Cincinnati, Ohio at the time. And my family wasn't immune. And then my dad had, you know, struggled with substance abuse. Yeah. And I want to dignify my dad. We got a great relationship now. And so I'm not trying to throw him out there like that. Right. But as a result, it robbed me of my Superman. It robbed me of my dad. And so my older brother, he stepped up and he was a model for me, you know, just making sure, hey, Chauncey, you got to get a job, encouraging me to do the right thing.
And then, like Wayne.
Said,
shout out Wayne.
Shout out
Wayne.
Shout out T-Money.
Papa Julius too, man.
Yeah. Shout out to my dad. Love my dad. My dad,
when we went up to
he's
Cincy,
a good dude. And we shouldn't be defined by our darkest moments in our lives, right? And so, but as a result, I had a lot of bitterness towards my dad during those years where I needed him most, but he was ripped away due to substance abuse. But, you know, when I became an adult, I came across those same crossroads and I saw how difficult it was to go right, you know, and I saw where he went left and a lot of decisions that he had in his life. But I saw how hard it could be to go right. But, you know, and so that really forced me to really consider forgiving my dad, which I eventually did, you know, in my early adulthood. I eventually came to a point where I forgave my dad of a lot of hurt that was experienced during those years. But during those years where I felt like my dad was stripped away, Coach Andre Bullock, man, he coaches everything pretty much back home in Columbia, Tennessee. But yeah, he's definitely a pillar in the neighborhood back there. Andre, I was skipping school. I failed 9th grade. I was skipping school. I think some guys in the neighborhood was just saying how good they were in football. I was like, man, I'm telling you, man, I'm a problem. And so I was like, I'm gonna come to school because I was hustling back then. And so I was like, I'm gonna come to school. I'm gonna show you. And so I went to PE. Just went to school to go to PE. And I'm doing cats in PE. And Coach Bullock saw me. He was like, "Hey, you need to join. You need to try out for the team." And I was like, "Man, my grades are horrible." He's like, "Don't worry about your grades. We'll get you stood up and get you eligible." Yeah. And so I took him up on that, you know. And then following that summer, I had a life-changing experience where I gave my life to Christ, and you know, it sent me on a whole nother trajectory. It altered my trajectory. And that whole sophomore year, I was in hiding, man, just trying to get my grades right and just busting my hump, going to summer school. And then the 11th grade year, you know, by that time, I had just a community of caring adults around me. Yeah. Women. I want to shout out women as well, you know, because men stepped up to the plate, you know, Coach Wright, Coach Bullock, my pastor at the time, Pastor Jimmy Davis. There was a lot of men that stepped up and were surrogate dads, if you will, and mentored me during that period. But there were some women that really stepped up to the plate and hit some home runs in my life as well. You know, my mom being one of them, ministers at the church that I was attending, teachers at school, Victoria Williams, Marianne Lynn, Miss Janetta Robertson. She's like my school mom. Everybody got a school mom. She was my school mom. Yep. And so really helped me get over the hump, man. And long story short, I went from a failing 9th grader who was selling drugs to graduating with my class with a full ride academic scholarship to one of the top engineering schools in the nation. Yo, that's just a testament of just surrogate dads surrogate mom stepping up when my mom was busting her hump in an automotive factory, making ends meet. That community coming together and raising that child, man. And so, yeah, a lot of hands.
Facts. Yeah, man. Like my story is a little bit more similar to yours, Chauncey. You know, growing up, my dad was there, and then high school, my junior year. Well, it was actually my junior year. Right after we won the state championship in football, it was just like he went incognito, disappeared. And it was like he fell off the planet. Like we couldn't find him. He just left. And it was just like, it was weird to me because I didn't know what was going on. And, you know, at that time, my mom was working double shifts, you know, trying to make up for the fact that.
Hey, what's up, Brandy?
Really? That's my wife in the background. She just want to. You are doing the
East
most.
side. Photo bomber.
But my mom was, you know, working double shift. My mom was always up early, home late, but she found a way to be at all my activities, man. And then when stuff hit the fan, I was just like, I'm done. Like, I want to quit school. I want to leave. I just want to work, go hustle, do whatever I need to do to help bring money into the house because my mom was the only one working.
Big shout out to Mama Mac. Rest in power.
Mama Rose.
Rest in love, Mama. Love you.
Love you.
Man, my mom's was dope. But
super dope.
I mean, my mom made sure I had everything I needed, but the things that I wanted, I went out and worked. Like I had a job when I was 16 years old. So, you know, getting things that I wanted wasn't, you know, it wasn't new to me. I didn't mind working hard to get what I want. But the fact that my dad wasn't there at that crucial time of being becoming a young man and trying to know and learn, though, what's the right way to say it? Just becoming a young man, it was difficult because, I got my mom.
Where would you say that work ethic came from? I'm sorry to interrupt, but where would you say that work ethic came from? Like the work ethic on the ball field, in sports, as well as working at 16 while, you know, being an athlete?
I think number one was athletics. Athletics was huge in my life. Like without athletics, I probably would be a lazy dude, like just playing serious. And then I saw my mom, man. Like I saw my mom bust her ass nonstop, man. Like I would wake up at 6:30 to get ready to go to school. Sometime between 6:30. My mom wasn't even home.
Mom was probably already gone.
Mom was already gone.
Wow.
And, you know, playing sports, you got practice late. I didn't see my mom until like 8, 9 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? And I got my head in, you know, a book, doing homework on the game, trying to figure out like, man, where my mom at? She out there working, man. She out there busting her ass to make sure I had everything that I needed. And she didn't want me out in the street. She didn't want me, you know, doing what everybody else was doing. She wanted me to get my education. And when the opportunity came when I was getting recruited, she was like, babe, you got to get out of here. Mama's going to be okay. You need to do what's best for you.
Can I pass you through the window?
You need to go to college. So I was like, man, nah, Mom, I'm good. Like, seriously, I'm trying to stay home and help you. She's like, no, you are going to take your ass to college. Like, I remember her saying that. I was like,
getting up out of chair.
Right.
You getting up out of here. You ain't got to go home.
And I was shocked because I was like, Mom, why you cussing at me like that? I was hurt.
One and only cuss
serious, man. Sometimes you gotta use some choice words.
Yeah, sometimes you do. But hey, at that time, I mean, I busted my ass, and then, long story short, I was the first person in my family to graduate from college.
Wow, man. And, let's get a round of applause for that, man. For real.
I'm with that.
So hard work, man. Dedication, work ethic. You gotta have it, man. You gotta have it, because if you don't, people with half that will jump you, but as long as you stay on course, you'll be good.
And so how do we pass that? Because that was passed on to us.
Yeah.
Seeing my mom work 60 plus hours at General Motors, you know, really rubbed off on me, you know, that, man, you got to get up and get it, even when you don't feel like it, right? If you're working 60 plus hours, your mom working a couple jobs, you know, at a time, making ends meet, you know, you seeing that dog in her, Duck, single parent mom. You know,
indeed, my mom worked 12 hours a day at Blue Cross and Blue Shield every day.
That's the different motor, man.
Dude, it is.
Yep.
And so how do we pass that on to the next generation? You know, we saw it.
You know what? Let me give you an idea of that. My son, Lauren, he sees me get up. And sometimes Lauren gets up at, 6:30. I'm already up, and I've been eating breakfast by then because I usually leave about 7. But Lauren's up some days. And I said, Lauren, are you going to go to work every day? Just like me? And he was like, yeah. And I said, well, what are you going to do? He said, I'm going to be a soldier just like you. And I was like, man, as much as I don't want him to be a soldier, like I'm really glad that he sees that. You know what I'm saying? So I think he
wants to be like that.
Exactly. So you can pass on the work ethic by just working. We know kids are sponges. We know kids see everything. We know they absorb everything.
Yeah.
So do the right thing. You don't have. I mean, you can talk about it. You're gonna have conversations about it till you blue in the face. But kids see it. People do. They pattern themselves after you, good, bad, or indifferent. All that lip service, man, that bumping your gums, that ain't about nothing. You got to, when you got kids, man, you got to put up or shut up.
About that action.
It's about what you say, producing.
Yeah.
You got to produce.
You got to produce.
And it's funny that you say that, because producing is a fact of life. Like, you got to produce, or else nothing that is attached to you will live on.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yep.
So producing, man.
But not only do you converse about it, you got to, hey, look, dad is living this. Dad is doing this. You see what dad got going on. Every day I'm out here. You see me. So when you look for a role model, you ain't got to look far. I'm right here. If you want to know how to do it, you see me doing it. You can just look at me. I'm here. You see me getting up, going to work every day. You see when you get home, you got clothes, you got shoes, you ain't missed a meal. You know what I'm saying? Be the man, and I think 90% of your job is done if you just be the man. Just be him. Do everything that the man is supposed to do, regardless of how hard it gets, how it makes you feel, whatever. Just do it. And
this is dope to hear, because I remember Donald before he had any kids.
Yes,
before he was married. You know what I'm saying? When he was a college student, grad student at K-State. Like, I'm just like, man, this is crazy to see the maturation of Donald Walls, man. Like,
wild boy
who was Ralphed out, poloed out.
Oh my God, bow tie, everything.
Bow tie.
Man, I just left a €100 at the polo store yesterday. Hey, so you know what? I'm gonna tell you this, and I know both of y'all, but Chauncey, you're gonna love this. I go into the polo store, right? Dad said, Dad, I want this hat right here. I got a polo hat on, and he wears my polo hats. Now Dad's got his own polo hat, and he got like a seafoam green type hat too. I was like, man, son, you lucky they ain't got that in my size. Because I didn't even see this hat. He went over to Dad, and I'm talking about, I was like, about to cry if I didn't buy it for him. And I was like, well, of course I'm going to buy it for you, son. But when it got a little T-shirt with the, you know what I'm saying, the Ralph Bear on there, suited up. Man, who are you?
Up, man. Hey, you, bro. That's you.
Your oldest son name is Lauren. And so let's be clear, it's in the DNA, man.
It's in the genes, bro. It's in the genes.
DNA.
No two ways about it.
Yeah, man.
Now, speaking of sons, because we all have sons.
Shout out MJ.
Shout out MJ. Shout out
my
Gibson.
Boy.
Shout out Lauren.
Gibbo. He hate when I call him this.
Oh, Gibson.
Shout out Dash.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
How the third.
Yeah. Boogie. Lauren.
Like,
yep.
And then we all father girls too.
Absolutely.
So Shout out to Brianna and A-Lee, and then we got
Dr. Mac.
Yeah, she a doctor already, man. Let's just
already, bro.
get out there.
You ain't even got to worry about it.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Brianna getting us out the hood, bro. No
Kayla, Kennedy, our girls.
And we all father girls first.
Yeah, we did.
Like, yeah,
we did.
And that was significant to me because I feel like I would have ruined my son had I not father of girls first. She slowed me down. I was harsh. My parents, she really challenged me to be gentle.
Yeah. Okay. And speaking of that, so what was the discipline levels like between your son and your daughter? Because like you said, it was a lot different. It's very different. I know with me, my son MJ, I'm tagging him in the chest. I'm like I'm hard on him because as soon as you step out this door, they gonna be harder or try to be harder than what I imply. So I'm giving you the blueprint on life from a black man in this world that we live in. It's not fair. Life ain't fair, period. But when you already have a certain distinct look about you, and features, people don't like you already just because, and that's stupid. So
that's real.
What was it like for you between the father-son dynamic and father-daughter dynamic when it comes to discipline?
Man, so with Kayla, I had to get Kayla to think because everybody around Kayla thought for, spoiled the crap out of her. So I had to get Katrina and I to the point where we didn't do for her. We did either with her or we let her do for herself, and then we checked behind her to make sure everything was good. But Kayla was not a thinker when she came into my life, when I came into her life.
Okay.
Because like I said, she was 3. So like I said, you can't.
Blended family there.
Yeah.
And it was a blended family. And I was raised with boys. I have 2 female cousins in my generation, and they're the oldest.
Wow.
And from there, it's Tara, Keisha, and then Eric, and then Bernard, and then Theo, and then McKinley, and then me, and then TJ, and Brandon. And so it's all boys. And all we did, my first fight was my cousin telling me, look, and this is the thing. And I didn't start drinking until I had been married. And Katrina, what was I was like 28 or 29? I'm going to tell you why. Back to the first fight. We outside, and I think my cousin placed a bet on who could win between me and one of my friends, right? And my cousin Theo, I'll never forget, he said, Donna, either you hit him or I'm going to hit you. And I looked at my friend, I said, I'm sorry, dude. And I punched him right in the nose. Bam, right in the nose. And we got to scrap. And that was my first fight. I had never been in a fight. I had no reason to hit this guy. But I'm not going to let my cousin hit me because you going down. Fight out, right in the nose. And when I went off to college, my cousin's like, look, I don't care what you do. No smoking, no drinking. You got it? And it was 4 of them. My brother, who's 10 years older than me, and then it's like 8 years older, 7 years older, 7 years older. I'm surrounded. When you go off to college, I don't care who you think you are. I don't care what. No smoking, no drinking. You understand? Got it. Went 4 years of undergraduate, not one drink.
Wow.
Not a one. No smoking, no.
That's rare.
Man, my cousins didn't play that.
That
they
is
didn't play
rare.
the radio at all. I don't care what you do.
Man.
You will not smoke and you will not drink. Cool, got it. Too easy. 18 years old, all the way up to 21 when I graduated. No smoking, no drinking. 3.1 GPA.
Wow.
No smoking, no drinking. And I'm talking about I done pledged. I got this, that going on. No smoking. I'm at the party.
Shout out to your frat, man. Shout out your frat.
Yeah.
Yo, Noops, K-side in the building. But yeah, I'm at the Noop party. Noop juice everywhere. Gatorade.
He said,
believe that.
Everywhere.
That boy was out there shimmying on them boys.
Yes, indeed. With the Gatorade, though. Believe that.
With the Gatorade.
With the Gatorade.
Okay, but we need to know what color was the Gatorade.
It was red.
Okay, I was about to say.
It was red. I mean, it matched the Nuke juice. Don't get me
Color,
wrong.
flavor,
But,
you know.
yeah, it matched the Nuke juice.
You ain't had a blue?
It wasn't,
you ain't had the blue junk?
Mm-mm.
You had my purple junk?
Purple stuff?
Straight red at the party, baby.
Purple stuff.
No. Who's that? Big Mo? Who's that?
Yeah.
Big Mo. Purple stuff.
Mo down in H-Town, so.
Hey.
Yep. Mo chopped and screwed out here in these streets.
But look, I've been on chopped and screwed since I was at K-State because them Texas boys would come up there. And, you know, Q, that's all Q listened to was chopped and screwed. Dog. Man, hold up.
Louisiana blew my mind with that chopped and screwed, bro. Blew my mind off. I was like, wait, he just with the beat like that?
I was like, how you do that? What they do this at? I was like, okay, I can get with it.
Hey, we need to get D on here. Speaking of Texas boys, we need to get D McGuire about this junk. You know, we need to get Desmond on this junk, man.
Oh yeah,
man.
We met a lot of cats, man. Up at K-State.
He got his own thing going on too, so we probably need to get him on here.
Yeah, man. That's what's up. So Chauncey,
what up?
What's up with you, man? The discipline difference between a daughter and a son.
Man, you know, with my daughter, it's that stereotypical, you know, if I look at her,
you better not test Kennedy. Kennedy got hammers.
Hey,
I saw it. All I got to say is Kennedy got them hammers, cuz.
Fact, she does. I don't know. I don't know. Those was just genetic code or something, man. We may be able to get into that one day. And man, the crazy part about that is her first fight was with a dude, and she won. Like
she bleeped him,
stand him up,
bleeped him.
Yeah, like
and no hesitation whatsoever.
He was
like, you said
clapping.
What? Don't trip.
And Kennedy
Don't trip.
came
I got something for that.
Desk and just put paws
bleep,
on
bleep, bleep.
Dipped them up. Pop, 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 pop.
Yep.
Ooh. And so, yeah, my daughter, I could just look at Kennedy and she's doing it. I feel like I spanked Kennedy once. That was probably when she was maybe 4. It was just a light little spanking, you know. Once. And that's all it took, really. Like, even before then, I could just look at Kennedy. And I didn't want to do it then, but, you know, that's discipline. You know, I'm a Christian. I believe in, you know, spanking, not abuse, but
spare
spanking.
the rod, sport a child. Yeah.
Right.
So, right.
So my thing, I spank for 3 reasons. If you disobey, if you disrespect, or if you're dishonest.
That's a good one.
So I'm going to say that again. If you disrespect, if you disobey, and if you're dishonest. And so those 3 Ds, if you violate any of those, I'm going to get you, you know? And so, but it's not always a spanking. Like now, I don't really have to spank. Our kids are disciplined now to the point where, you know, we could take something away. We could take an iPad away, or guess what? No Roblox. Kennedy loves Roblox, and so no Roblox.
That's like Roblox too.
Ailey be on that too, bro. I'd be like, what the hell is this? Oh my God.
TikTok.
No TikTok.
TikTok crack.
And so we could take
I ain't got them kind of kids.
You know, take your art pad out. And so with Kennedy, she's gentle. Both of my kids are gentle. You know, my son, he's a tender warrior. And if there's something that's unjust, he gonna go hard for it. If he's experiencing some type of injustice, he's not only for him, for like his sister too.
That's
like he's gonna step up and speak up on her behalf. And so that's part of him. But my son, he's a tender warrior. And so, you know, I just have to really be mindful that I'm 6'4", that I'm 280, and that, you know, my words come across different to someone who's under 4 feet, you know.
Show you right.
Night out is big.
That's tough.
And so a lot of it is taking a knee, getting on his level, eye to eye, changing my voice, because I get that. I inherited it from my dad. I have a command voice. I got a drill sergeant type voice. And so I need to like scale it back some, lower my tone, change the register, smile more, you know, and let him know that, look, it's not end of the world. You're not in trouble, but I do need to correct some behavior right here, you know, and do some course change. And so with my son, I am at the point now, he's 6 years old. I am at the point now where we're trying to wean him away from mom and more towards me, because my mentality is like, okay, I see what type of 6-year-old I have now. What type of man do I want him to be when he leaves home? That's one. But first, what type of 10-year-old do I want?
Right.
You know, what do I want my 10-year-old? What kind of qualities, character qualities do I want him to have? What type of work ethic do I want my 10-year-old to have? You know, and so I'm erring on the side of, hey, come on, come outside and help me with the yard right now. I'm trying to develop toughness in him.
Yeah. Sure enough.
I'm trying to develop work ethic in him. He's smart as a whip. That's his natural bent. He's intellectual, you know. We spoke, and I'm not trying to brag or anything, but we
do it.
Talk to administrators and
brag
educators,
on your kid, man.
Teachers, and he's smart, you know. He's gifted, and so the thing with Gibson, cause he'll try to outthink you on some stuff at 6, and so I try to steer clear of that area. But I'll be like, hey, let's get out here. Let's sweat.
Come here. Handle Gibson.
Right? Here, he's trying to outthink me. He's trying to do
he's trying to outthink me. Go
talk in there with your mama.
Argue with her. See how far you get. You know.
Right?
Yeah. She got degrees on top of degrees. So let's see how far you get with her.
Yeah.
But my thing is, just trying to develop a toughness in him, trying to develop that resolve in him where he fights through the wall, you know, because when he encounters a wall, it's kind of like he's a problem solver, but sometimes when he hits the wall, he wants to shrink back. And so what I'm trying to teach him how to do, especially with physical exertion, to fight through that, you know, because that's what we're called to do. Men in the Bible, I have a biblical worldview. And so, you know, what we see in the Bible in the Garden of Eden is that God creating man in the wilderness, but he created woman in the garden. And so I feel like I asked that question, why? And I believe that the answer is that, you know, so that we can, as men, endure hardship, you know? And so that's one thing that I'm trying to develop in my son, is that ability to endure the hard things, whether it's physical or whether it's even a hard conversation that you're having with someone, to look them in their eye, to be able to put your emotions and those butterflies in formation so that you could communicate the hard things.
That's good.
Not shrink back, because as men, I think we have the tendency to not have those tough conversations. I know that's the behavior that my dad modeled for me, to shrink back from those tough conversations.
Yeah.
And he still has that attribute about him, but I want my son, to really learn how not to just be physically tough.
I need to write that down.
So that he can endure hard conversations, because, you know, you're going to have high stake conversations, and he needs to know how to have those crucial conversations with those who matter most: his children, his wife, his sister, his father, his mother, you know, his employees, you know, in life.
Everybody.
And so that's one thing that I'm really trying to impress upon my son, is just not to be physically tough. That's something that he has to, a quality that he has to have as well. Yeah. However, you know, I want him to know how to be emotionally tough, and, you know, discretion, and be prudent as well, you know, just not flying off the handle. But Solomon told his son to tie discretion and prudence around his neck. Why? Because none of his youth, that's not something that you associate with youth. Youth aren't discreet.
Nope.
You know, youth don't consider the whole of a matter. And so I want to impress that on my children, just not, you know, son and daughter, but I want that. And then also with my daughter, you know, I want her to know that she's loved by dad. I want them to see me love their mom, you know. I want to model that for them. And, you know, I haven't got it right in the past all the time. You know, I've made some mistakes. I've fallen off the wagon a few times. However,
You're still here.
I'm still here. I'm still fighting.
Here.
Still winning, man.
Yep.
Still winning.
Model
And that's what you
behavior.
just said. You modeling, you fight.
Still winning.
You ain't backing down when times get tough.
Absolutely, man. And so that's where I am with it, man. I want them to have that. I want to have that touch, man. I could talk on this subject all day, man. I want to have that touch talking time with them, touch talking time, man. Dads shrink away from that touch talking time. Touch. We need to have appropriate touch with our daughters, appropriate touch with our sons. We need to hug them. We need to kiss them. We need to let them know that, man, they're loved. And then we need to talk with them. Just not yell at them, but we need to talk with them. We need to have conversations. We need to find ways to connect through words, you know, talk about school, talk about who their best friend are. What's your favorite social media site? Why? You know, what shows are you watching? What books are you reading? Let's read those books together. Let's find ways to connect through words. And then that last touch talking time, that time piece, a lot of people say, man, you know, it ain't the quantity, it's the quality. You don't know when quality is going to take place. So we need as much quantity as possible.
As much quantity as possible.
Choose. We may think that it's quantity. I mean, that it's quality, but we never know when we're going to make a defining moment on our child's life. And so we need to stockpile the quantity so that somewhere in there, some quality took place.
That's
and
good.
Kids don't know quality between quality and quantity.
No.
Quality is quantity for a 6-year-old.
Yeah, you know? Dad just here. Just there. Dad
just here, you know? And so it's that adult mind that says, well, that was quality. We went fishing. You don't know that, you know? And so you need to be there as much as possible, bottom line. Because at the end of the day, they're going to say, what, Mo? Dad wasn't there.
Yep.
You know, so.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm off my horse.
Dude. Nah, that's some good stuff, man. That's good stuff.
Yeah,
3 T's, man. I'm a definitely spread this out. Dude, this is gonna be a great episode. I can already tell.
Me too.
One thing that you touched on when you talk about while you were disciplining Gibson, you say you get down to his level. I think that is so important because I think we've all seen and heard the other way, how parents do, or uncles do, where, you know, they're standing over their kids, hollering, screaming, yelling, and like, blah, blah, blah. Like, to me, that creates fear.
Absolutely.
So, yes, you want your children to fear you out of respect.
We don't need fear. We just need respect.
Yeah, my dad was 6'5", man. I was scared as hell of my dad, man. Like, he was a Marine. Like, I was scared as hell. Like, he had a thundering voice. So, yeah, man, you're right. Like,
yeah, man. So I think it is so important that you can get down to that level and be like, look, this is what you did wrong, and this is why I have to correct you. And other people may say, oh, that's being soft. No, that's not being soft. That's actually doing something that is against the grain that we don't normally see.
True.
Like, being soft to me. Go ahead.
It's two-sided parenting, you know. Yeah. It's being tender. And as dads, we need to learn how to be tender with our parenting. We only saw, like, a lot of dads only got one tool in their relational toolbox, and that's a hammer. And you don't always need a hammer.
Watch out, man.
Right? Sometimes we need a screwdriver. Sometimes we need a tape measure. You know, sometimes we need a wrench, you know, and so we need to put some more relational toolboxes in, you know, tools in our toolbox. And so I got it from, you know, a couple men. One, Ricky Jemison. Shout out to Ricky Jemison. Shout out to Kyle Stewart, the great white height. This guy's like almost 7 foot tall, right? But a gentle giant. When he's working with his children, man, he's taking a knee. You know, he brings his voice down, and I saw him relate to his children. That really had an impression on me. And then another tall guy, Stephen Moore, played basketball for the Arkansas Razorbacks, and he was a mentor of mine. He camp director, founder of KAA, Kids Across America, KAA, you know. But I had an opportunity to work with him and see him relate to his children, and he did the same thing. He took the knee, got on eye level, And that's just something that I was like, okay, yep, putting that in my relational toolbox, you know, and
relational toolbox.
That's what's up.
You know, it's at the end of that talk, they're not hugging my leg, they're hugging my neck.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, and we need to create opportunities where kids at the end of those conversations, they're hugging our necks.
That's huge. That is huge. Wow. Because I can think at times as a kid, after getting talked to, I was more afraid of my dad than anything. And then
we all can do that.
When it came to my mom's, she had that gentle voice, like, hey,
and nurturing spirit.
This is what happened. This is why I had to spank you. Because I told you, you keep doing this, I'm going to get you. But it was
what's going to happen.
It was never now granted, don't get it twisted. Mama Mac wasn't no punk. She put hands on you, okay? She put the power on you. It's a wrap. But
Mama Mac is an angel.
Dude,
we need look.
Hey, she's an angel, but she put them hands on you, though.
I don't believe you. I feel like you over here lying on Mama Mac, bro.
One thing I would never do is lie on my mama. My mama
Mac is a saint.
My mama was the most loving person you could ever meet.
That's what I know. That's what I'm saying. Mama Mac ain't. I don't believe
Mama Mac put them hands on you. I look.
Mac,
my cousins know. My friends know. She'll love on you. She'll cook for you. But boy, you disobey Mama Mac, she put them paws on you. It was all like, that's where I truly learned how to love. Watching my mom.
Yeah.
I learned how to work. I learned how to, I guess, do kind of, the manly thing. Watching my dad as a kid, but I didn't learn love from my dad. And I think the points that you're making, spending time talking and touching with kids, getting down to their level, lowering your voice when you're disciplining them so they can hear you, hear the words that come out of your mouth and not the tone that you're using, that's teaching them love.
That's big.
And
that's real big.
As a father, you can go a lot of different ways in disciplining your child by teaching them love versus just yelling and screaming, because you're not teaching them anything. You're not teaching them, resilience. You're not teaching them how to overcome adversity. You're not teaching them how to just how to, number one, be present in the moment and being able to take criticism and utilize that information to where they can change for the better. That's what love is. Love is correction. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And
what kind of judge would be a just judge if they just slap murderers on the wrist? And so that's the part of being a dad too.
Yeah, we see that nowadays.
My natural bent is to be the cool dad, you know?
Yeah.
But I need to also put on that discipline hat.
Yep.
But also,
I'm the same way.
Not overuse it and abuse and become a tyrant with that discipline hat.
Right.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, when I'm 65, 75 years old and I'm on my front porch in the rocking chair, I'm gonna have to tell my grandchildren a story. What story do I want to tell my grandchildren about when I fathered their parents?
That's what's up.
Because that's what life is all about. It's the sum of stories. And so you got to ask yourself, what story do I want to tell about my parenting? That's and good. So, man, that may motivate me to go pick up a book. That may motivate me to go to a parenting conference or to find a mentor, or a model, that mentor model thing, person that ain't necessarily in your life. You just look far and you just take cues from. But, we got to ask ourselves, because we have to tear down this scary daddy myth that a lot of dads think is effective parenting. That's not effective parenting. Yeah. The yelling from the room, hey, stop making up all that noise. Like
I know you're not in that toilet.
not effective. You're right.
Yeah,
because,
man.
and you know what I think about too? I have to think about this a lot. And Katrina helped me realize this. These boys get half of their genes from her, but they get half of their genes from me. So I can just about tell you, if I hear that noise, I know what they're doing. You know why? Because when Donald was 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I did it too. I know exactly. They up there being boys, being rambunctious, having a good time.
I've seen this before.
Throwing stuff at each other. I'm like, man, this is a familiar movie. I've seen this one. I feel like I wrote this one because I've seen it and I know it. So I don't do so much of the, y'all stop going on. I say, like you said, get down on the level. Hey, look, man, it's 8 o'clock, right? Neighbors to the left trying to go to sleep. Neighbors to the right got a little baby. They probably putting the baby to sleep. They don't want the baby to wake up, right? So, let's set a time. Quiet hours in Germany between 1:30 and 3. So between 1:30 and 3, no Beyblades, no trucks, no nothing. Find you a cool movie to watch. Before 1:30, rip. After 3, rip. But let's get this hour. And then when the sun goes down, everybody trying to go to sleep, put on a movie. Play quietly. Play in this room because we know how our neighbor's house is set up. So their kids are still playing, so our kids can still play. But neighbors on this side got a newborn baby. So ain't nobody playing on this side of the house.
So y'all got like a townhouse deal there in Germany.
Yeah, it's like a 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And so it's A, B, C, D, and we're in B. So we got neighbors to the right in A and neighbors to the right in C. A got a new baby, and C has kids older than ours. So we know Lauren's room, the playroom, they can get in there and they can pretty much do, and until the sun goes down. But on the A side, we gotta keep that quiet, man, because we had a newborn baby with neighbors. We don't, and our neighbors weren't a burden to us, so we're not gonna be a burden to our neighbors and try to be loud and
just being all respectful and caring.
Boy, look at
man, I'm trying, bro. I'm trying my bestest out here.
Boy, I'm telling you, boy, that old duck would have been turning it up like a
man. I wouldn't have gave him, but I'm in here now, so.
Oh man, but
gotta be an example.
Yeah, but Duck, you said something about your wife helping you out with that. So shout out to Katrina.
Man,
shout
Katrina
out
has helped me out so
Carrie.
Shout out to a real one.
Yeah, y'all got some real ones. I got
Katrina
a real
has
one now.
helped me out so much. It is crazy. I didn't even know who I could become. Katrina helped me out. I owe her. I owe her. I swear to God. I
wish I had the picture.
Yep.
Y'all in the back of the whip, right?
Yeah, I know what picture you're talking about.
Right after y'all got married, you in your dress blue. Hey, man, that was like Coretta and Martin, man.
And that was the caption you put on the picture when you sent it back. When I sent you that picture,
dude,
you sent it back. Y'all were the first two that knew I was going to do that.
That's crazy, man.
Y'all were the first two I told when I said I was going to propose to her at church.
Yeah.
Y'all was the first two I told, and then I told both of y'all. I sent y'all the picture, and her friend's parents took us to the courthouse to get married.
Dude,
man.
But let me tell you why I feel like I owe her for real. Katrina has never asked more of me than I could do, and she married me. Chauncey, Mo, listen to me, bro. I had $54 in my pocket. No, it cost us $50, but I didn't have much more than that.
Wow.
It cost us $54 at the Cobb County Courthouse to get married. She knew I was a graduate student. I'm pulling in about $1,000 a month, paying my rent, paying for this, paying for that, whatever, living off student loans. She said, I'm going to give this man a shot. I'm going to give this man a shot because I love him just that much. I ain't had nothing.
Dude, that's a real one.
I ain't had nothing. She was like, I'm with you. Man, I wouldn't have married me
in your pocket. I wouldn't have married.
I'm sitting in there. I handed the clerk my debit card. Sweat. Like, hey, you wipe it 3 times? Did you put the plastic bag over it? It ain't got no chips, so you got to swipe it. I ain't came up like that.
You put the plastic bag over the card.
You put the plastic bag. Did you swipe it? It ain't gonna decline. When I saw the receipt, I said, "Whew."
Oh my goodness.
Clear.
Yo.
Want to grab my card?
God.
We done all been there, bro.
Sweating, boy, just like
at Target. I'm at Target. Buying the stuff.
Lord,
Sweating.
I know I got some money in there.
That's real though, man. That says a lot
I know I
about.
got something.
That says a lot about Katrina. That says
Yeah.
a lot about you, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you know, but she saw the character there, man. Like the drive. She saw that dog there. She saw the non-negotiables that you know, qualities that you had, man. And you know, that's something that you can't teach, man. It's there. You know, and you had it, man. Like Duck, man, your drive is through the roof. Mo too. I mean, I've seen this brother Donald ride a bike. Me, him, and Jones.
That's
right?
tough.
Even Jones. Like we used to ride our
Shout
bikes
out to Jones.
Shout out to Jones. We used to ride our bikes to church, right? You remember that season?
Miles.
Dude.
And I had gears on my bike. Jones had gears on his bike. Jones really do this for real. Like
Jones had a $30,000 bike, bro.
Yeah, he out there Ironman marathoning.
I don't know what they call little bike shoes. He clicks in, like he got
little cleats.
The spongy shorts, so that his butt don't be hurting on the bike.
So he got the
like
cushion.
I don't know why I'm
bro.
using this motion. This is probably not the visual aid that we should use, but Jones really do it. And so we all ride our bikes out to church. It's about a 10-minute drive from where we live.
Yes,
but
facts.
The bike ride was like probably what 20, 30?
At least.
And so we was
in the rolling hills of Kansas, bro.
In the rolling hills of Kansas in Manhattan.
Especially where the church was going up the hill.
It was out on the highway. It was out on the highway.
On the highway too, not the storefront.
And so just the highway alone was a nice little minute.
God.
And so Duck had a bike that didn't have any gears. It just had one gear, bro. And I'm struggling
to get on and pedal.
I'm in the military at this time. I'm in pretty good shape. You know, I'm struggling to keep up with Duck. Duck gone. Gone. One gear. So he's going up hills, everything, getting it. Calf muscles on 1,000. Like
indeed.
And that's when I knew that Duck was a cyborg. Yeah.
Not a cyborg, bro.
Yeah. It's true. Like
Universal Soldier out this month.
Yeah. Red eye and all. Like, I'll be back. Like,
I'm telling you.
For real.
Yeah, dude. I remember y'all used to ride them bikes to church, man.
Love that, man. And that was good. That was good exercise.
Fun.
Yeah, I wasn't doing all that.
But you've been doing it since you was in Mo.
Right?
Come on, bro. Like, we got a film of you in middle school.
Went to Barry Sanders running back camp.
For real.
Offered him a Detroit Lions jersey.
We're going to show some video. We're going to have to drop some video on this thing.
Look, I'm going to tell you like this. Real talk. I wasn't even thinking about football until middle school. Okay? I was a straight hooper.
Jordan, Kobe.
Out there. Dropping 20, 30. And I'm talking about 20, 30 points when I was living out in California. Like, I'm dropping them off. So the jump shot was always there because that's the first sport I picked up. But then I got tall. I got a little wide. I wasn't always fast.
You got a lot of wide.
Oh, my God.
So I wasn't always fast. Like, I didn't get fast to probably 8th grade, 7th. Well, no, I take it back. 7th grade.
Chauncey, was you at that practice when me and Mo raced?
I don't think
we was
so.
Coaching in the
the Manhattan Jaguars. Shout out to the Manhattan Jaguars.
Bro,
I don't think so.
Tell me why that team is
I would have loved to see that.
Popping us up. They was hyping us up, man.
Yeah,
I was like, Mo, come on, let's. Who won it? What are you for? Bro,
hold up, man. Because
Mo at the 20-yard line. I'm at the 20-yard line. Mo at the other 20. And I'm hunting. He left me. Mo done ran half the field before I get to the 30.
Hey.
Oh, my
God. Mo
God.
got some wheels, bro.
Mo act like he had the football in his hand. Pew. I said, well, let me go on and pull up. Let me do my Michael Johnson pull up with the hamstring. You only beat me because my hamstring gave. I had a flat tire right here.
Boy, you stupid.
Man, Mo was so far in front of me. Wasn't even funny.
Mo run different, man.
He do.
Mo muscles
got a
different.
stride,
he got
bro.
glutes, hams, quads, calves. Like they just different.
Mo got that extra bone in his foot. The
Dog,
white people
Boy,
say that's why we
shut your
beat
mouth, dude. No,
Mo got that extra
Zell, man.
I'm telling you, dude. Because it was like this at my high school. You could talk to everybody. We just different, man. We different.
So who are some other people that came out your high school? Because y'all had championship teams, bro.
Yeah.
So I know Darren Sproles, you.
Sproles, me, Jonathan Lamb. He played receiver at KU. He's a doctor now doing big things. Shout out to him. Let's see. Royal Whitaker. He was a fullback linebacker. He played at Southern Illinois. Josh Carroll. He was a D lineman. And he wrestled, so he went to college, Appalachian State on a wrestling scholarship.
Man, Appalachian State beat Michigan a couple years back.
Yes, they did. I remember that. Let's see who else. Recently, like the most recent big name dude was Isaiah Simmons.
It's crazy. Yeah, y'all cranked out some beasts, man.
Yeah.
Y'all cranked out some beasts.
And I mean,
real. And not to mention like all the JUCOs that kids probably went to and
right.
Yeah. Yep.
And went on. Yeah. Because what's the JUCO in Kansas? The big JUCO down there?
We had a bunch of them.
Tennessee, like Garden State and what is it, Barlow?
There's Garden City. There's Butler County. That's the big one right there. Butler County.
That's what it was.
Coffeyville, Independence. Lord Jesus. It's like
those football,
5 of them, man.
JUCO football programs in Kansas, they different.
It's different. It's different.
They like Big 12 SEC status, like for real.
Right.
Which we need to talk about.
Last chance you out this
podcast, the best college football conference.
SEC.
But so Mo, were you on NCAA? Like NCAA?
Don't make me go buy the game and find out. Let me find out.
I was on 2 of them.
So what was your overall rating?
Let's see. The old.
And you know he know too. That's crazy.
You know he knows. You know he knows. Oh
man, shit. Okay, let me see. I think the first one was the 05 with Reggie Bush on there. And I think I was a
Reggie Bush
78 rating because I was a sophomore then.
Yeah.
And then the one with Larry Fitzgerald the next year, 06.
And they had you at a linebacker?
They had me at safety, strong safety.
Safety, okay.
And I was like at 82 or 84, something like that. So
you working with something.
Yeah,
man.
It was all right.
That's what's up. I'm going to have to go cop that game, man, just to play it, man.
But you got to buy a PS2,
I'm
though.
putting Mo everywhere. I'm punt return, placeholder, everything. I'm putting Mo everywhere.
Yeah, shit.
Mo go do like this and then stand up and kick it himself.
He's going to hold it, step back,
and
kick them.
That's wild.
Yeah, man. That's what's up.
Number 24 takes a snap. He drops back. Oh, he throws to number 24.
Dude. But it's crazy. Like, it's actually crazy to think about that. I was on it, like, or my likeness was on a video game. Like,
yep.
Even though it wasn't me, it was me. Thank you, NCAA.
It was you. Ain't no two ways about that.
You play and came up with your attribute. That's crazy, bro.
Dude, it's crazy. And the crazy thing about it is the one on 06, it almost kind of looked like me. I was like,
That's crazy.
That's a little close. That's a little too close for comfort. Dude,
NCAA franchise, man. They need to come down.
Bring that back.
They need to come back, especially they talk about paying players now. They might as well come back.
Bro, do you know players about to get paid for their social media presence? Trevor Lawrence got like 3-4 million followers.
I know you.
That dude's gonna start getting paid.
That's crazy.
Paid.
Wow.
He's gonna start getting paid. Tweet at such and such. Check these boys out. Money.
That's crazy.
Putting ads on his page.
That's good though, man, because you got to think like, okay, yeah, they're getting a scholarship, but
that's it.
Come on, man. The highlight of like a lot of those guys going to go on and live regular lives. Have regular jobs, contributing citizens to society, man. But I'm just thinking,
look,
they
game.
Get paid for what they do in college, man.
This is what it is right here, okay?
Because your
I'm a first. Dude, look, peep game. Here we go. I was married at the time. You know.
Right.
So anyway, I was getting
straight face.
I was getting $1,200. Okay.
Right. That's like what, an allowance?
That was the allowance that I got because I was married and I was living off campus. So I was still full scholarship, everything. They pay for, my books, tuition, all that. But the extra money I received because I was married and I was living on my own. And there were restrictions. I could only eat with the team during game day.
Oh, so you couldn't eat at the grill or at the cafeteria?
I could not eat at the Derb during the week. No.
That's tough.
The only time I could eat with the team was the day before game and the day of the game.
They're giving you $1,200 a month?
$1,200 a month.
How you supposed to feed you and 2 other people with that?
Man, now they know it's more money in the budget.
They know you bringing in more money.
You just look at the size.
They're making more money off you.
Of Bill Snyder's stadium.
Well, back then it was a little different than it is now.
And then everybody wearing purple. Hold up, y'all won the championship one of those years.
Yes, we did.
Y'all went to the Texas Bowl, right?
Yeah.
Well, let's see. My freshman year, we went to the Holiday Bowl. Then the next year, we won the Big 12, and then we played against Ohio State in the Fiesta Bowl. And then my senior year, we went to the Texas Bowl.
It's crazy. My neighbor is he is so extra right now with this weed eater. He need to chillax. But yeah, man.
Too.
But yeah, I mean, the NCAA is a $1 billion industry.
Oh, man, what? There's
$1 billion industry. There is enough money to go around.
The sponsors are making money. Everybody making money off of the NCAA except for the players. That's not right. Yeah. I'm not saying that you give them $1 million.
No.
You gotta give them something to eat though. Chauncey finna ride on his neighbor, bro. I swear to God.
Grass, Harley. He don't even got grass. He got like moss. Like he got too much acid.
Chauncey finna ride on his neighbor.
Boy,
I swear to God. Chauncey finna ride on him. Chauncey go to, hey, say blood, you gonna cut grass right now?
Through the cut.
You wanna cut grass right now or what? What's up? Chauncey gonna go, hey, you need to fix your vocabulary, blood. You need to get off of this.
He got a zero turn and everything, you know what I'm saying?
Nigga with a turn.
Like, Chauncey, you need to fix your vocabulary, blood. You need to come on over here.
But yeah, there's enough money to go around to assist these players who are not living on campus. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. And that's the thing, especially if they got families, man. Those families, players who have families shouldn't have to want for anything, man. For real.
True,
because you got to think, you brought this player, this student athlete here, knowing that, they got a family, or even if they get married, I feel like you still need to step up to the plate and make sure that, because that's on you, man. You don't want your players who have family members to be really struggling out here. And so I feel like there should be,
because the struggle is real.
They should have like they in the military installation, how they have.
Chauncey, hold up. Let me show you how Dash coming real quick.
Ooh, Dash, what's up, boy?
You see the polo hat, bro?
You too clean on him, man. You too clean on him. I know you in Germany right now, but you really from the A, for real. Like, doggone clean, bro.
You see that hat, bro? I'm just like, man.
His shirt hat matches eyes.
You know what I'm saying?
He said, Dad, I want to go with this. Did he put that outfit together?
Yo.
Man, Dash ain't playing with these cats.
Dash something different, man.
Man, they got their own Instagram, man, at Bam Dash.
Yeah, Bam Dash.
Go follow them, man. They some cool kids.
Yeah.
They got their own IG. But yeah, man, I agree, man. College kids should have been, man, getting their money, man, getting their just due, man, for real. And then I think it'll teach them how to, like, really kind of govern themselves and have the weight of that responsibility at the next level.
Yes.
Learn now in college, man.
Learn it now in college, so when you become a professional in whatever field you go in, whether that's sports or business or architecture, whatever it is, you have that foundation because we're helping you because we give you a little bit of income while you're in school.
And let's teach them up, man. Let's just not give them that money, but let's train them up. Let's get Dave Ramsey come in there, give him some classes. Some Suze Randall come in there, give him some classes. And
dude, they got professionals on that campus.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm about to say you ain't even got to go that far, but they got finance.
You got people on the
degrees
campus.
They giving out.
It's going to create jobs. I just feel like it's going to create jobs, man.
It would.
It would. Get people coming there, man. You know, from the other departments, finance departments, business departments, and teach them how to even invest at the next level, invest at that level. If they're getting hundreds of thousands, let's just say that we was paying them hundreds of thousands, right?
100,000.
If you're a student athlete, based on, you know, if you're a starter, whatever, there's tiers to it and everything. Say a Michael Bishop or a Mike Vick or, you know, Burrows, who's going to the Cincinnati Bengals. By the way, I'm a Cincinnati Bengals fan again.
I hate Joe Burrow.
This guy.
He torched Georgia, bro. Torched us.
This guy.
But he beat the brakes off of y'all. He beat the brakes off of y'all.
He torched Georgia.
Oh, yeah. He torched y'all. I thought you said y'all torched him.
No, absolutely not. No cap. We'll put up like 45 before they took him out of the game. It was like, all right,
he is something special, bro. Yeah. He is something special.
Hey, but before you get started, though, hold on. I just want to say that my Kansas City Chiefs won the Super Bowl. Okay, thank you. All right, go ahead.
Shut it. Shut it.
Yes, sir. Super Bowl champs, baby. And we're going for another one. Watch what I tell you.
Cat's quick to say we.
Dog.
We.
Ain't not a noun back
bro, you know good and hell well. I've been repping Kansas day one.
Ain't saw not a noun.
I've been repping, dog. I've been repping Kansas City since
bro. Talking about
80s, bro. Since we had Christian Okoye.
Oh, you was
Steve
born in 92. Hush.
Shut your mouth.
Right?
83, dog. Don't get it twisted. 83. That's when I was born. But, bro, I've been a Chiefs fan since then.
Since the 80s, huh? Okay.
Late 80s.
Shout out, man. Y'all finally won. Y'all won.
Finally. It took us forever.
Man, that's good. That's good. I can't even hate on that, man, because a lot of my people are Chiefs fans out in Kansas, man. So shout out to all my Kansas people, man.
Yep. Shout out to everybody in Kansas City.
Manhattan, Lawrence, Junction City.
Oh, my God.
Jacktown.
Junction City, Olathe.
Hey,
Fort Riley.
Fort Riley.
Yeah.
Wyandotte County.
Wamego.
Oh, my God. Hey, speaking of Wamego.
That boy said Wamego?
Hey, do y'all remember that game that we coached?
Hey.
We came back.
I remember every game. I rember that game we coached.
Okay, so let me frame it up.
When we got ran out of there because we won so bad.
All three of us are coaching. Me, Duck, and Mo coaching youth football. Manhattan Jaguars.
Yo.
They're all beasts that we're coaching. Mo's the head coach. We assistant coaches, Duck and I. Mo ran the score up. My neighbor is doing too much. All right. So Mo ran the score.
What game was this?
Bro, that was me that ran the score up.
That was Duck.
That was Duck. Duck was the offensive coordinator.
Yeah. Look, one thing about me, if you on my staff, you gonna do your job. I'm gonna oversee everything. You gonna do your job.
Look, we finna nail
put,
everybody.
I don't know if it was like a 50 piece or something. We put something up on them. And so it comes time for us to shake their hands, right? What happens, Mo? Tell them what happened.
They didn't want to shake our hand, man. They was mad, bro.
That junk was unbelievable.
They was mad.
We was out there like a college crew, though.
Ooh.
We had the khakis on, bro.
Khakis. We out there.
We had the.
What's that coach of the 49ers that get picked on for wearing the flat khakis all the time?
Oh, hey.
He got a brother that coached too.
You talk about not Harbaugh.
Harbaugh, yeah.
Was it him?
He had them wide leg khakis on.
Not the.
Now see, look, Dash came out and said, "Dad, hit me one time."
Hit him.
Man. Hit him.
He ain't playing with the polo hat on.
At all.
Look at the arm. Okay, we getting there.
Yeah.
Lauren can throw a football 25 yards, bro. No cap.
He catching though.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Dude, I remember when MJ.
He ain't playing. He catching that thing though.
Dude,
Yes, indeed.
I remember MJ doing that. That's crazy.
MJ beasting, by the way.
Yeah.
And so MJ, what grade MJ in now?
Dog, he's gonna be a freshman in high school.
Freshman in high school, man. So it's about to get real these next 4 years.
He's gonna be a freshman in high school.
I remember.
And so are they having for
MJ,
Aubriana? Let's go to Aubriana. Aubriana, are they having a graduation for him, or did they do the drive-by thing, parade?
They have it set up to where if it's open and everything is wide open, then they will have the graduation at NRG, where it's scheduled at.
That's big talk, bro.
Yeah.
That's big talk.
Man, I feel like I'm out the loop. What's NRG?
That's where the Texans play.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. Reliant NRG. Yeah.
Good.
So, right.
But if this pandemic is still going on, then we will be at the high school stadium where we play football, and then they have the graduation there. So
that's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, man.
When is that happening?
July.
Okay. Let us know, man.
Got you, man.
Excuse to come down there.
Got you.
Get our tickets.
Got you.
Brave it. I told Carrie we may drive. She's like, we ain't driving to no doggone.
Yeet.
So I got to give me the hazmat suit if I'm gonna fly.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Bro, they don't be washing their hands.
No, not at all.
No.
But yeah, man. Shoot.
Duck, you doing the most with that cigar right there.
Yeah, bro.
I love it.
Dog.
Hey, man. A Cuban hand roll there for you, boy. I got to smoke it.
This has been fun, man.
Man.
Yeah, man.
This is fun. My brothers, thank y'all so much for joining me.
Yeah, man.
Like I said, this is only the first one. So there's gonna be other episodes where these two will join me. But it is our Father's Day episode. So shout out to my fathers.
We have to do the Veterans Day, like our Veterans Day getaway.
Oh my God, Veterans Day. I'm wearing my ILTV on Veterans Day, bro. No cap.
Hey, we go in on Veterans Day, y'all.
Okay, bet.
Straight
Veterans
up.
Day, bet. Yeah. I will get y'all on here.
Hit it up, bro. I'm going to have my ILTV with the flick on top, ACH on, patches.
Shout out to all the fallen soldiers, service members,
all of
Marines, seamen, airmen. Happy Memorial Day.
Yeah, for real.
Jared D. Hartley. Shout out to Jared D. Hartley, fallen soldier, 125th FSB, 1st Armored Division, passed away in Iraq, Baghdad, Taji, Baghdad area. Never forgotten, man.
Never forgotten.
Some gave all, man.
Yep.
Some talked about it. Some draft dodge, but some gave all.
Watch out with that now, because they know who you're talking about.
I'm just saying. Let's be clear.
All gave some gave all. Show you right.
Hey, some gave all.
So shout out to all the vets out there. It is Memorial Day. Thank y'all. The 1% of the population.
Man, it's less than that now.
Is it less than 1%?
Put that uniform
it's
on,
less
man.
than 1% now.
Less than 1% of anyone who is a citizen of the United States of America volunteer and serve that military. And we all three serve. So
who?
I say who? 88 Mike in
Not wearing them Air Max though. Not wearing them Air Max.
I'm wearing them Air Horse, bro.
Tell you like this. You see me in the Air Max.
13-minute 2-mile. Guaranteed 13-minute 2-mile in that jump, bro.
Bro, you know they're changing the APFT?
Yes, they did. I thought they already did.
They're changing it. No. Corona stopped all of that.
So what they changing? Like what they changing the scale?
So you got push-ups to the 2-mile, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Now you got a deadlift. You got a ball toss where you got to get the medicine ball. bend down and throw it behind your back like that.
Niggas about to break their neck. Oh no.
Facts. If they're trying to turn the army like CrossFit, bro, you got a sprint, drag, carry, sprint down, sprint back. You got to get a sked code, which is put the casualty on. 180-pound sked code, drag it, sprint down, sprint back. You got to get 2 kettlebells supposed to simulate ammo cans. Run down, run back, and then sprint down, sprint back again. You got the leg tuck, hold the pull-up bar, pull your knees up to your elbows. You got 2-mile run, and you have T push-ups. So in the push-up, your arms got to be right here. Right here, right on your shoulder.
You can't go wide on no more.
Can't go wide. You got to come here.
Milk them with the wide on.
Hey, so check this out, right? So you're in the push-up position. They say go, you got 2 minutes. Down, and then you put your chest on the ground and you go out. What? Make a T, come back up. Right here. You can't be out here. Right here. Push up. That's 1. Boom. You got to release. 2 on the ground. Push up. Boom, on the ground.
But you rested on the ground, though.
But you resting, but your muscles are not engaged. So you have to continuously re-engage your muscles. And you're going to get about 25, 30, and you're going to give out. Because, I mean, when you're doing this, you know what I'm saying? You can bounce off the
number
ground.
Now? What's the new number?
So
for push-ups, like I guess it's different for your age.
Oh my god,
man,
it's different for your age, but they don't do really age. They're trying to make like one standard male females.
Nope, they can't do that.
They're like, yo, sorry,
trying to base it like MOS type.
I'm going there. Sorry, Julius, where you going? S1. I'm done.
So for me, I'm a lab tech, but I'm not I don't have a combat MOS. So I got to do 1 leg tuck. I think I do 10 push-ups. I got to throw the ball like 5 or 6 feet.
Hold on. What?
Deadlift is the same for everybody.
1 leg tuck? Bruh.
All I got to do is 1 leg tuck, 2 miles, still like 19, 20 minutes. But for those like the combat medics, you got to do like 30, you got to deadlift like 250, 300 pounds. Wow. If you got a combat MOS, bro, you got to get hot.
Wow.
So for me, with not a combat MOS, it's like a light, a moderate, and a heavy category. And if you got them combat MOSs, bro, you got to get right or you getting left. And you know what this PT test is doing, this new one? It's kicking out a lot of females, bro. A lot of these females that can't like pull themselves up on a pull-up, them leg tucks. You ain't got the ab core strength, bro. You ain't got it.
Man. I mean, but that's vital, period. Like you got to have core strength for everything.
Okay, well, they ain't got it. So they out of here. And you're going to know, too. You're going to know who pencil whipping them PT cards because there's going to come a time where you need that PT test. And they're going to be like, come on, I know you can't do a leg tuck. I saw you. That was not 1 leg tuck. It was zero back of the line. Let me explain to you your deficiencies. And if you in that number, sorry for you.
Ain't no cheating no more, boy.
No, indeed. Ain't no more. them PT tests going to be pencil whipped.
Oh my God!
This
really?
Podcast, hey, we need to get these jacks as a sponsor, man.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
That crack, man. That PT test different.
It is.
I could do that right now.
Really
that junk gonna look like a.
I could smash that PT test right now, and I'm out of shape.
Bro, you gotta remember you a combat MOS. So you're gonna have to do a lot of. You could probably
88 Mike.
Max, you could probably run mine.
Damn.
Yeah. You more combat than me.
I forgot that show is.
Bro, I'm going to a Roll 2 facility. I'm gonna be in a hard structure.
Yeah.
See, I
tell people this all the time.
Battalion.
Yeah.
And then I was then I got smart and then I went logistics. 88 November. And so I was transportation, but I was just saying, hey, them box of ink pens, they go down to Spiker.
That's wild.
All 5 of those Humvees, they go down to Al-Assad. I was just shipping cargo and personnel. I was running the airport.
For the brats.
Wow.
I remember because you called me when I had your car. Remember that?
Yeah. Wow, man.
I had the old Sebring, bro.
That was doing my 3rd tour, man. You said
the Sebring.
What happened to Sebring, man? Chryslers, man. That's why I don't even drive Chrysler no more. What happened to the tire?
Something went crazy. I don't know. Could you even remember what happened with Chauncey's tire when we had his car when he was deployed?
In my mind,
came off. The wheel came off. I was like, what? The wheel just came off. How did that happen?
Oh my God.
Bruh hate me.
The C ring though. Oh my God.
I was like, Chauncey is going
Y'all
to
remember the C?
me. Chauncey played it so cool. He's like, it's all good, man. We're gonna have them come pick it up and whoop the wop. And I was like, thank bro. Because I had $0 to pay you back.
Oh yeah, bro. That's all on us, bro. Yeah, that's all
I had $0. I was like, Chauncey gonna kick, bro. If I wasn't the man I am, bro, I slick wouldn't have told. I'd be like, man, Chauncey, they stole that car, bro. I would have rolled that story to the wheels fell off. Literally.
Man, we been rocking for a long time, man.
I was like, bro, ain't no way. But I couldn't do you like that. But I was like, bro, I know good and hell well the wheels didn't just fall off of this car. How does that even happen? That's cap.
Yeah.
I remember the white Explorer.
Oh my God. Yes.
I remember that. Remember
the Crown Vic. Let's be clear.
I remember the Crown Vic.
Hey, that Crown Vic was dope though.
That thing.
Indeed, we coming after you with that.
Hey, that Crown Vic was empty. I was like, okay, just whipping it at that thing. Yeah.
Mo, you remember you had that house with the tall balcony in the back?
Yeah.
To grill up them shish kebabs, man, with the vegetables. Oh my gosh.
That was back when Mo was on the west side.
Yeah, I sure was.
He was over there by me.
Yeah.
Man,
that's crazy.
That was back in the day.
But hey, Duck, you remember when Chauncey was all the way out there by the lake though?
I do. I remember that too. That's where we took the picture in his driveway.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
Bro, I got to download some Zoom background. Bro. I'm out here with the
you got a good background. You got a good nature background.
You got a good background.
Cloudage, though.
Them clouds doing something, though, man.
It is.
Yeah, they are, bro. I was like, man, I got to hurry up and jump on this grill.
Oh, wait a minute. How Dash got the hat to the back. Dash walked by. He was...
Yeah.
I swear he been the freak nigga.
Oh,
look how he coordinating out there. Trinity to get him, man. Real that boy. Man. You done this before.
Oh my goodness.
Dash been here twice at least.
No.
I know he has.
That's cool.
That's crazy, he can't not dress up. He got the dress. Every time we go somewhere, he's like, wait a minute, Dad, let me throw my sweater on with my khaki.
Oh, he got the hat to match the shirt.
He got the cardigan?
Mm-hmm. Oh, he got plenty cardigans.
Yeah.
I remember.
I still got the picture of you and Kayla in the cardigans pointing at the horsepower.
Believe it. Stables over here, baby.
Man, that's crazy, man. That's cool, man.
It ain't been nothing but good times, man.
Man, that's cool stuff, man.
It ain't been nothing but good times. When the three of us get together, bro.
This corona is in the way, man.
Yeah,
I hate it. I dislike it very much. I'm supposed to be videoing y'all from Santorini or somewhere, bro.
And we're all
y'all supposed to get good views.
We're all like extreme extroverts, like, and so it's kind of
like I can float both ways.
Yeah, Mo, you a hybrid.
I got to get out.
I got to get out, man. I'm struggling over here.
Like this now.
And I married somebody who keeps me in the house, but I got to get out. Bro, I'm going hiking on Monday. Hey, let me tell you what they got. They have it's like a little 2 foot by 2 foot. I'm gonna pack it in my back when I go on Monday. Little external grill.
Really?
Light it up. Yeah, light it up. 20 minutes. It's got charcoal already in it. You just turn the little knob. Boop, come right on. It's disposable.
That's what's up.
Grill,
it's disposable.
Food. It's
a disposable grill.
A disposable grill.
Yep.
That's the cheat code.
Wow.
That's
what's up.
That's the cheat code.
Hey, let me see the little grill I just bought. I'm talking about.
That's what's up.
Look,
what is that right there, though? What is that little thing right there to the?
This thing here?
Yeah.
Cigar holder.
Oh, okay. All right.
See, I need that in my life right now.
Okay, Roger.
Look, they got the playground in the back.
Hey, Dad.
Yo.
Oh, yeah. Is it light?
Einweg means disposable, and it's grill. Yeah, look.
This nigga over there.
Germany ain't playing with him out here, man.
Got charcoal already in there.
Wow.
All you gotta do is light it. 20 minutes.
You the man. You the man.
Facts.
You pull that out on the hiking trip, bro. It's a wrap.
Hey,
bro, we got a real scenic view when we get up to the top. Light it up, let it sit for 20 minutes, grilling. Just like what I'm doing right now, grilling.
So I know the list is just crazy over there, where all the places y'all done been.
Paris 3 or 4 times. Trina and I went to Paris for Valentine's Day, and Miss Flowers kept our children, bro.
oh wow.
We in the city of romance, city of love, by ourselves.
Another baby coming.
Plans. Watch out, man.
We said with no plans.
No
Another
plans.
baby coming.
We get off the bus, and we just like, are we going left or right? I don't know, but we ain't got no kids, so we ain't got to do. We just.
No, Duck was like, look. I know where I'm trying to go.
Watch out, man. But we done been to the Louvre. Let's see, I think when we first got here, we went to Trier, which is the oldest city in Germany. We went to Prague, Czech Republic. I've been to Amsterdam. Trina went to like London.
Luxembourg, haven't you?
We've been to Luxembourg 3-4 times. Luxembourg, 3-hour drive. We wake up in the morning. Trina, where you want to go today? Let's go to Luxembourg. All right, cool. You know,
I'm seeing
grab my passport, got my international
London.
driver's license, and I'm out.
Dude.
International driver's license. I got a license for the States. I got a license I can drive anywhere in Europe. Anywhere in the European Union. Just like that.
Wow.
And I'm out of here.
That's different.
We've been to Prague. We've been to all of Frankfurt and Munich, all around Germany. Man, Oktoberfest is a lituation. In Munich,
I bet
they give you beer by the liter. The liter.
They drinking over there.
Yeah, and bratwurst different.
It hit different.
The ones in the States.
It hits super different. Man, it don't even compare.
I need one of them in my life.
I gotta get out there, bro. As soon as this stuff blow over, for real, I'm out there.
Swim. I mean, you name it. In Germany, you name it. Not Luxembourg, but anywhere in Germany we've been. And Luxembourg, Paris. We went to the Christmas markets. I mean, it's just like a big festival. You get your wine, look at the Glühwein, the warm wine. Oh my goodness. Oh, and the scenery, the way they set it up.
Lit. You drinking warm wine, bruh.
Oh,
it's heated.
Gotta keep you warm. Yes, it's heated. And
like
it's
apple
wine.
cider.
Yep. But it's so good. And they got like cherry wine. They got cherry beer. They got like banana beer. They got all kind of fruit beer here, and it's amazing. Oh. Belgium is the place to go if you want beer, but you can't drink but 1 or 2 of them because they triple distill it, and it's like 10% alcohol.
Man, so you lit.
1 or 2 glasses, and you might well go home.
They drink beer over there. They don't got to drink yak.
But they got.
But I ain't no beer drinker though, so I'd be so left out.
Yak in Paris is crazy though.
It is.
French brands.
But you know, and cognac is in Paris. When my mama come over here, I'm gonna take her to the Remy Martin factory. Yeah, because my mom she loves Remy. So when she gets here,
I'm gonna know how to act.
She said, I don't want to go on no tour or nothing. Take me straight to the bar.
Yes,
sir.
Straight
to the bar. Trina, where else we been over here? Trina, where else we been over here besides Paris and Trier and
y'all been to Italy?
Brussels. Nope. We was planning to be in Italy next month, but they canceled our trip.
Oh, Corona.
Because my cousin was coming back over. Oh, I went to Dublin with my cousin too. She flew over. We stayed a couple of days here, and then we went to Paris on Thursday. Did Paris on Thursday. Woke up Friday. Flew to Dublin. Sorry, did Dublin on Friday and Saturday, and then I flew back on Sunday. And she flew back to the States on Sunday. She up in Cincinnati. She works at Cal. Shout out Kenya. She works at Cal. She's like some market. She got like some hair products or whatever.
Yeah, man. I need to link up with her, man.
Yeah. That's the one I put you in touch with.
Yeah, man. Like I need to link up with her, man, for real. That get my business up off the ground, man. Cause
she the one to talk to.
That's what's up.
She is definitely the one to reach out to. She is all.
I didn't know she was in Cincinnati.
Yeah, she's in Cincinnati. As far as black hair care products, what she say goes at that company. Like they'll test it. She has the scientists that'll test it, and they'll send her home with it. For like a week or two. She'll say, you know what?
Mo,
say,
I still owe you too, man. I've been
really
slacking. I need to send you. Mo, I need to see you a beer bomb. Yeah.
Man, hey, I was thinking about that dude. I was like, wasn't Chauncey was okay, whatever.
Kenya tell him, hey man, this don't really jive with my curls.
Oh yeah. Hey, for those who don't know, my man Chauncey and his brothers came together. They got a beard balm, beard oil, the whole nine. I used it. I ran out, but that stuff is so good, man. It had my skin smooth, had my beard nice, man. Like I won't use nothing else except for that. It
smells really good.
So
they don't smell like tire rubber.
No,
and all the other stuff they be putting in their beer bombs.
No.
Beer oils. It smells good. It smells sexy. It smells like date night.
Smells like date night.
Every time.
Facts. Yep. Smell like Anita Baker. Smell like some of that real good music.
Some of that sweet love.
You know what I'm talking
about? Angels.
Smell like 112 or something.
Oh wow. Hey, y'all hear 112 and Jagged Edge supposed to battle?
I heard that. I heard they supposed to be.
Why they come at me talking about Nelly was gonna beat Ludacris? I was like,
no.
First of all, I'm from Atlanta, so I'm going with my home team. Second,
I'm from the Midwest, but
it was too cool. Midwest,
but he ain't got the same number of hits and the longevity as Ludacris has.
He don't.
He got more hits, but Luda got more bigger songs.
I think Luda got better bars too.
Oh yeah. Off top.
Because Nelly is not.
Nelly was a prototype Drake.
Yeah. Facts. They had to add some, take some out, and then boom, you got Drake.
Boom. Okay, he had to tweak a little bit.
Yeah. Nelly was straight party. Luda was party with bars.
Yeah. Luda, and his jump was hard. Like get out the way, throw them bows.
Yep. He was Atlanta.
He was the DJ for Atlanta, so he was Atlanta.
He was on the radio.
That's crazy.
He was Chris Lover.
On
107.9.
That's crazy. I feel
like
I smell your cigar.
It's hitting, so you might smell it. It's hitting.
That's that good, man.
Diplomaticos, Havana.
Yes.
Havana.
Yes. Those are the ones that I had.
Bro.
Yes.
This thing is nice.
Yes.
I bought that in Luxembourg. Chauncey changing backgrounds. I'm sick of it. I'm sick.
Okay, so
sick of it,
speaking of cigars, because we all partake of smoking a cigar every now and again.
Yeah.
Chauncey,
shout out to the Chattanooga.
What is your cigar of choice?
Well, I like it depends on what mood I'm in, you know. I like the Davidoff, you know.
Okay. Nice.
You know, I'm a Davidoff guy. You know what I'm saying? It's a Swiss cigar maker, man, and so I'm like that, man. It's smooth. I'm drinking my yak with it, goes with my yak. Or even if I'm on the Jameson, you know.
Okay.
So I'm a Davidoff guy.
Shout out to the whole country of Ireland. Their whiskey, amazing. They got a red breast whiskey. Oh my goodness. It's so good. I don't think they
Duck is just different now, man. We don't even know.
Yeah, he different. Like he a whole new person, man.
Hey, man, living over here, it will change you.
Hey, just know, y'all, this dude used to drive a. Let's be clear. So you know what you get with him. He won't.
And he from Atlanta too.
All levels.
Yep.
For real. East Atlanta. Let's be clear.
Yep. And still from East Atlanta now.
Home Amigos. Home of
skirt.
You know what I'm saying? Little Baby. Home of
the Braves.
Outcast. Home of the Players. Let's be clear. Dungeon Family. Good and Mob.
No.
Gucci Mane. Let's be clear.
No.
Big
kid
boy.
from the home of the Braves.
Home of the Braves. Don't get him started,
from the home of the Braves.
No.
Don't get him started.
Atlanta different when it comes to music though too.
Yeah.
Believe it.
Just
but Duck,
believe it.
But Duck, his dad let's be clear. Where he from?
Mm-hmm. Oh, the dad. Shout out my pops, man, from M Town.
From the
All
M.
the way from the M.
From the M.
And I got so much family in Memphis, man.
That's my birthplace, man.
So much family.
Yeah, man. That's
bro. Little known fact about my family. When my mom and dad would get to arguing, my dad would be like, you know what? All right, cool, I'm out. Because my dad wasn't a big arguer, right? Like he made his point, and if you still want to go, yeah, he'd be like, all right,
Dad was
cool,
like, okay, cool, I'm out.
Yep. My mom would leave for work.
Like, cool, I'm out.
My dad would with the beach. I see you. Look, my dad would literally get my bag, take me, and we go to the airport. And my mom would call, and we'd be in Memphis.
Nick, straight like that.
Look. I ain't got time to argue with you, Elaine. But me and my son, we'll go to Memphis. Two fingers. Be out of here.
Get some downtime.
Yeah. Man, I just need to get away real quick. Me and Donald Jr., we hopped the flight to M Town. Yeah. We in Memphis. We'll see you when we get back.
Donald
Jr., burn my mama man. To death.
Donald Jr. So what is like having that namesake, man? Because I know we got, you know what I'm saying, Mo, you on the other side of it. You a senior.
Yeah.
Right? And then Duck, you a junior. So what's that like?
At first I thought it was a lot of pressure because my dad was an engineer. He's really smart, and everybody had a lot of good things to say about him. So, you know, I was like, I have to live up to it. And I feel like I've done my dad real justice. I passed his name on to the boy who's going to become the man that I'm playing catch with right now.
Right.
And I mean, I've done fairly well for myself, I like to think. And I like to think that if he was here, my dad would probably be living with me if he was here still, because, you know, he has grandsons. I feel like he always wanted grandsons. So my dad was a family man. They do tell me that every time I talk to my aunts. I have an aunt now that because of how I look, and I look so much like my dad, she cries every time she sees me.
Wow.
Yeah, because she's like, I miss my brother so much, and blah, blah, blah. So she cries every time she sees me. And my dad's murder is still a cold case in the city of Atlanta.
Wow.
Like nobody knows who did it.
So they never got
People
justice.
know who did it. The police don't know who did it. So, you know, we would never receive justice on that end. But my dad was...
That's tough.
He was a big person. My dad was 5'7". I've outgrown my dad and my mom, but they're both 5'7". But my dad was a big person in the family. He's a big person in Memphis. I know that for a fact. When I go there, people tell, hey, you look like, you know, and then what's crazy, I have pictures of my dad in the Army, in the Greens. Guess where he was stationed? In Germany.
Wow.
My dad's first duty station was in Germany when he graduated from basic training.
So he'll be losing his mind right now. His son in Germany,
crazy.
like
I'm telling you, my dad would be over here. Dad, chill out.
He'd be showing you some spots.
Yep, Dad, go back upstairs. I'm married now. I can't go in that. Dad, go back. Go.
Wow, that's crazy.
Come on, Dad, don't do that. Yeah, my dad was stationed over here.
They'd be showing you some spots over that thing. What?
Man.
Yeah, man. They said my dad was the coolest. And just looking at the pictures and seeing how he dressed, I can tell. Dad had sauce. Dad had the butterfly collars, the high-waisted joints on his legs.
Not the high-waisted.
My dad was smooth. My auntie would tell me stories. She'd be like, your daddy, and she'll tell you, if you ever asked her about my dad, she'll tell you, she would say, Donna, your daddy could charm the panties off a woman and she'll have 4-5 pair on. I said, what now? She said, your dad is smooth.
Oh my goodness.
Dang.
Yo, wow.
Charm 4-5 pair on. He get them
the panties off.
All 5 of them off.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, yo.
Man, I love chopping it up with y'all, man.
Oh, yes, yeah. Man, you know, we could do this all night.
Oh. We really could.
Like,
I'm finished on the grill. I ain't got nothing but
I think I'm about to get on the grill,
left.
man. Carrie got some ribs in there.
Out.
I'm about to get a quick class from T Money from my brother Wayne.
That's what's up.
He
hey,
really
shout out
do
to
that,
Wayne.
man. He
Man.
doing the
Wayne the GOAT.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know if y'all follow him on Instagram, man. Not that dude 79.
Hold on.
No, not that dude 75.
I thought it was 75.
It's 75. Not that dude 75.
I think I do. I just need to make
And
sure.
man,
Hey, hold on.
y'all
Hey,
go
shout out
follow
to the
him
coldest.
out there.
Shout out to one of the coldest barbers there is, bro.
Yeah, Clipper
Yes, E.
Clipper,
at Clipper
E.
E on IG. Go follow my little brother, my younger brother, Clipper E. He killing the game. Licensed master barber to the stars. And then my brother,
that dude cold.
He's a chef too. My brother be cooking. He got the lobster tail Alfredo. He got the catfish Alfredo. He's the Alfredo god. And so go holler at him. He got what you need. He got the cheat code with these meals.
Wayne might need to come over here. I'll take him to Italy. Then again, Wayne, he's single though, so he's different. He been fell up in somewhere we ain't got.
You gotta
no
be careful
business.
with T Money.
Indeed.
You know, when he got some money in his pocket, he turned into Teddy Cash.
He do, don't he? Don't he?
Dog.
Yeah, you know what I would.
I'm looking at these
Teddy
pictures,
Dollar
dog.
Bill.
I'm looking at these pictures.
Hey, man.
This fried lobster tail and shrimp Alfredo.
Share the screen.
Oh,
Share
my
the screen.
God.
Hey, look at that lobster tail Alfredo, bruh.
Dog, that joke.
He be selling out of that junk, bruh. And then the catfish Alfredo, he sprinkled a little scallion.
Look, don't give away the recipe, man.
I can't. That's why I had to shut up. You
You
know what I'm saying? And then my mom, man. Shout out to my mom too, man.
Mom Dukes, man.
Let me get the background going for y'all, man. Let me get a background, show y'all what she doing. I'm gonna just put the background.
I was gonna say that's mom on the court.
Over there dunking. Like MJ mama.
Laying up with them left
Y'all
like that.
best.
Hold up, mom. What you doing with the leftovers?
Where is that? Nah, this is what my mom doing. I just designed the logo for it too, though. But that's what my mom doing, man.
Oh, okay.
Put up 30 years
desserts?
at General Motors, and she's still doing business.
And now she doing that. Man, I can't show y'all the logo. I don't need to show y'all the logo on that, man. She killing. Where is it?
Hey, Chauncey been dope with the graphic design, though.
Yes.
I'll tell you that much for a fact.
Facts.
There it is.
Hey, when we gonna talk about
There it is.
Patriot brand, bro? When we gonna talk about that?
Junk, man. Y'all gonna see that junk, Debs. Y'all see it, man. But yeah, man, graphic design. That's what we do, Brown Chill.
When we gonna talk about the Patriot graphic design, bro?
Hey, man, we need to talk about it, man. Cause with me, I'm a lazy graphic designer. I just want a graphic design for myself and for my family. And I do it for free. So if folk come at me and you in the inner circle, guess what? You're going to get the graphic design. Top notch. I went to school for it. So it's like I know about pixels and all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Pics. And the difference between
I
the
see
JPEG
people
and
on social media,
file.
they be like, man, I need a, what's your name? I need a design for this. I'm like, I would send them Chauncey's way, but I don't know him like that.
Yeah.
And they be trying to get for the free, and I was like, you know what? No, I'm not sending them. I'm not sending Chauncey no free. You got to be part of the fam.
You got to be part of the fam.
Yeah, you got to be in here.
Get the free 99. You know what I'm saying? Just design my mom's logo. I designed my brother's logo. Clipper E, his joint. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I helped with that too when we was at your house.
Yes, you
packing
did.
them. Packing them. See, bro, I'm in here.
Wow, you was in the house when we was doing the Julius Bros brand, right?
Exactly, bro.
Dang, that's
crazy.
That's crazy. I designed that logo,
with the
Nobleman,
handwritten letters in there.
The Nobleman logo, all of that. You know what I'm saying? We getting it in. You know, we always on to the next thing.
True.
But Julius Bros, we about to crank that back out. You know, cats need.
Hey, reach out to Kenya.
I need to,
reach
man.
out to Kenya.
Especially
Set that meeting up.
If she got the
send
juice
your products
like that.
up there. Bro, they give her the product. She tested on her hair a week or two. You know what? This ain't really vibing right with the curls. I got the 3C. We need a product for this type of hairstyle.
Bruh.
Redo it.
The thing is, I lived in Cincinnati for 14 years, bro. Like my family, my whole dad's side. My dad lives there now. All my aunts and uncles, cousins, first cousins, they all up in there on my dad's side. So
I'm telling you, you need to holler at her.
We having a family reunion next June
in Cincy.
2021. Our family reunion is gonna be there on my grandma's side, so it's going down. I'm on the planning committee for that, and so it's going
you
down.
need to holler at her.
I need to holler at her, man, for real, man.
She gonna put you on.
We supposed to been over there by now, bro. We supposed to been over there. Mo gonna have some editing to do, boy. Good night. He gonna have to chop and screw this thing all
my
up.
bad. I had to go feed my dog, man.
I said, bro, it's gonna be 2-3 episodes, bro.
No, this is gonna be 2 episodes, legit. Like I'm just telling you,
we're gonna get on here. We're gonna get to talk.
Part 1.
So it's gonna be 2-3 episodes.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna get it in. Yeah. The 3 of us get together, bro. It's never a short conversation.
Never.
Oh no, it's never a short conversation, bro.
But dude, like they got podcasts, like Joe Rogan's podcast. He be going on average like 3 hours each.
That's how like Drink Champs is too, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And Spotify just offered this dude $100 million.
Man, I need a one where I talk about cigars. I got a those little green books. I got a green book with like 5 or 6 pages full of these little cigar tags right here.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Taped in the book.
You need to do a podcast on it. You need to do a vlog. They need to see you. They need all of your energy. You need to do a vlog.
I got plenty of it.
That's what's up. And then we get a studio. You get a studio mode, and we can go to the studio, chill, smoke cigars, drink yak, talk about sports, talk about politics, talk about social injustice, talk about
everything, man.
Sports.
That's what's up, man.
It's gonna be sports.
Definitely talk about sports, man.
Yeah.
Talk about making beats. Cats don't know that Mims make beats too, man.
Facts.
Y'all don't even know the name that I just hit y'all with.
And Cats don't know.
Mims on the beat.
Yep.
Hey, my boy made beats for y'all, man. Y'all
we ain't gonna talk about the bars that Jules got.
Right. Jules be spitting too.
Let's not talk about Go Bananas, bro. Watch out.
Hey, Go Bananas.
We ain't forgot, bro. I'm just saying, we ain't forgot.
Oh my God! Hold up, where that
we
mic
in
at?
here and we been here.
Where the mic at?
Go Bananas.
We in here and we
Go Bananas. Dog, hey, him and the RH went hard with that, man. Oh,
and if it had not been for the Lord on my side, don't act like I don't remember the lyrics, Chauncey. I see you looking at me. Don't act, come on, bro. Act like I don't remember. Now, don't do me like that, bro. I'm here.
We was in the Magnum listening to the judge.
In the Magnum, no.
We was in the Hemi.
Oh,
bruh.
In my sins, yeah, I would have died. Go Bananas. Come on, man. Don't act like I wasn't there.
Shout out to my boy RH.
Hey.
Shout out to my boy Top Spin.
Yes, sir.
Kansas Finest, Topeka, Kansas City.
Manhattan.
Yeah, Lawrence. Oh man,
KC all day, baby.
Yeah, E-Mall. We all
E-Mall.
K-Staters.
My other team.
Yeah,
you know.
I ain't never wore purple until I met Mo. I had never worn purple. Wasn't my thing.
I never worn so much purple in my life.
Jackets and like collared shirts.
We had the whole nine.
Everything. We had the plug.
Remember we went to Junction City and Chauncey out there eating the pancakes in the stands before our game? The hamburger and the ribs.
Bruh, wow. Bruh. We had the bubble coats. We
yes, we did.
Because we was the bad Jaguars, but we had all the purple gear too. Because the parent, what was his name? The graphic designer for K-State?
Oh, Ron Cook. Shout out to Ron Cook.
Shout out to Ron, man. Yeah. Ron Cook.
Yeah, man. He did all of our graphic design. He did our poster. He did the highlight video.
The highlight video? Mo on the sideline.
Nah. No. Duck on the sideline running down the sideline with John and Key Adrian.
Are they good or no?
All out the coach's box.
No.
I was
like, Duck, what you doing?
All out the coach's box.
Bro, can't care about that coach's box. I'm trying to get to the house.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Then that game we played, the real cold one right before the championship game. We played I forgot who it was, but it was the orange and black team, and y'all niggas.
I remember that.
Gonna give me the Gatorade bag.
That was funny.
It was cold as hell too.
We should have won against Junction City in the championship.
We didn't lose that many.
No,
Junction City had that 18-year-old kid.
It wasn't even Junction City in the championship game. It was
Who was that?
It was a team that we tied.
It was
earlier season.
Yeah, but it was played in Junction City.
Yeah, man. We should have won that day, man.
Yeah.
Man, you gonna make me go back and watch them.
Who was that?
Because I got all them DVDs, man.
Deep Creek, all those teams. We was out
Rock
there.
Creek.
Rock Creek. That's who we beat.
Rock Creek. That's who it was that would shake our hand.
I think Mo was looking at me like, why do you keep scoring? I was like, I'm going to score until the game over.
It ain't our fault.
You knew what
the
it
other
was
team's fault. I already knew what our players could do.
We don't take knees.
It's y'all.
Me and Mo would be on the sidelines.
We don't take knees.
Hey, Mo. Hey, Mo, it's 3rd and 6, bro. I'm thinking about the bootleg with Tom. He's like, all right, cool, run it.
Yeah.
Yeet, 30 yards.
Gone.
All right, now, okay, first and
play
10.
action.
Parker. Somehow, Parker. Parker Beard.
Right? We put Parker at quarterback. Parker throw the ball 100 yards. Streaking. Look,
we put Tom at running back. Tom running through everything.
I'm going to give it to DeMonte up the middle.
Them boys.
Look, I'm going to give it to DeMonte up the middle. He's going to run over your whole squad.
Beast mode.
Shout out Coach Taylor, man.
With the braids flapping in the back. Kill it.
Almost.
Hey, yo. Oh, my
Mo,
God.
I know, Mo, I know it's 3rd and 5. I know this. But I got a feeling this toss sweep to Kiadrian and go, 30 yards later, touchdown. Mo, I just wanted the first down. I felt like they was crashing on the inside. I see what's going on with the linebackers, trying to get around them. I didn't tell Kiadrian to make 3 kids miss.
All I did was I told Duck, I was like, all right, defense is shifting on us a little bit. You might want to do something different.
Bet. Too easy. I got different. Let me flip this
Duck
table.
was like, all right, cool. Over. Bam, just like that. We out there 20, 30 yards. Touchdown.
Mm-hmm. Touchdown.
Man, that was
he was running that thing, boy.
Let's hit Parker on this out.
Duck, Duck was my OC, man.
What about our defensive coordinator, though?
Oh, Taylor.
I hate you.
What are you doing?
No reason. His son was so scared of him.
Hey, that's what we talk about, man.
Like, man, I got $20.
He pulled up in that Fred Sanford looking truck.
Oh my God.
And that's why we talk about fatherhood.
Yeah, man, because he was out there. Come on, DeMonte, get up.
Get up, DeMonte. DeMonte got stomped by the whole team. Get up, DeMonte, come on. Wow.
Man, that was fun. That was fun times, man. That's when Kennedy was a itty bitty.
Kennedy was, I think she was like just born.
Yeah. Just born because that weekend, she was born that Thursday. That Saturday, we were still in the hospital. I left to the game from the hospital.
Yep.
I got dressed at the hospital. So, yeah.
Dedication.
Yep. Chauncey's like, hey, bro, I said, hey, go.
Junk crazy, man. Those practices used to be everything.
Dude.
Yes, we had it. Remember we had the IHOP award? For
the pancake.
Hey, bro, we had them boys geeked for that, man.
They wanted that IHOP award.
Cook would get most of those because he
would.
He was a beast. He was a savage.
Cook was the meanest little 11-year-old.
Shout out to Brandon Cook, man.
Yeah. And they all went off and did business in high school.
Yeah.
Yep. All of them. Man, if we could have kept that group together somehow.
They had been playing together for all those years.
Yep.
Dude.
Man, if we could have kept that group together. Good God almighty, boy. They did some real damage.
Real damage. That was a problem. They ain't had no answer. And I remember when we was up in the up in that restaurant with the owner of the league.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Yeah, the dude, the hair, the big dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like the first meeting we had because he was like, because he wanted me to come on. Yeah. It wasn't Aggieville. So he was trying to, it was like a setup meeting. He just wanted to talk and, hey, this is about the team, blah, blah, blah. I was like, cool. I got it.
and ran that jump. Boy, that jump was so fun, bro.
We went from now that first year was a little different because that first year they was young, timid. There was like all of them probably, I would say 80% of the team had never participated in tackle football except for a few.
But by that second year,
but boy, that next year
it was lit. It was over.
We was in the championship game.
Yep.
They were some dogs, boy. They was out there. Tom was like, Coach, let me run the ball. I was like, Tom, man, you got to block.
Tom, you are
Council Grove. I'll never forget.
6'4".
Like, come on, Tom. You're the biggest kid on the team.
John
was the left-hand quarterback.
John was
John was out there looking like Tom Brady and freaking.
Tom was out there looking like Gronk. Tom got man. Tom was doggone 6'4".
Yep.
180.
182. Hey, John had the heart of a lion.
Yes, he did.
John, you could hit John. How did he get back up? That was a good one. I got something for you to watch this. Play action.
He was running that option.
Yep.
Oh, we was running that option when they was in fifth grade.
Pitch too. He was. I said, John, look,
they football IQ.
You can't throw the ball to somebody you can't see. You got to see the pitch. You see him coming at you. Boom! You got to put it right there. You got to open yourself up. You're gonna get hit anyway.
I still think about some of those practices we had, man.
We was getting interceptions, bro. It was crazy.
Yes. Remember
sack fumbles?
I know y'all gonna remember this. Remember Parker blocked the punt? He caught the ball off the boy foot.
Yes, I remember that. I do.
I've never seen that. I ain't seen that since.
I remember that.
We need to look at some of those videos on here. We need to share the screen.
Like this little fourth screen down here need to be the video.
I bet. We'll do that next time.
Analyze some of this film, man. What these boys are doing at the Pop Warner level,
dude, that's
football level is crazy, man. But
it really is.
We need to go out here and cut this grass, man, because it ain't gonna cut itself.
Yeah, and I know we got to go to Brenham, go check on the wife's mama, or check on Brandy's mom.
We got prayers for our mom.
Yeah, man. Appreciate that.
Man, this was ultra fun, bro. We need to carve out some time like weekly.
Hey.
To do this, even if it ain't on the podcast.
Right. This is
the highlight, bro. This has been super fun.
But
I agree.
Getting back up to speed with the new, and then reminiscing about the old in a positive light.
What time is it there, Duck?
What time is it your way?
1:22, East Coast.
So I mean, it gotta be.
I thought they was 8 hours ahead.
I think he said 7.
Oh, okay. So it's 6 o'clock there.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6:22.
Yeah.
This joint done froze up.
Yeah.
I don't know what he doing. Man, I'm about to take a screenshot. Man, that's dope. This dope, man. We gotta definitely do this again, man. This
fun, It's no way taking a screenshot.
Yeah, I took a screenshot of that. I don't know what that.
He gonna hop back on a little bit.
That's what's up, man. So, how far is that from where you guys are now? From Humble.
What's up?
How far is her mom from Humble?
It's about an hour drive.
Okay.
So yeah, we hit the highway, hit 290, head out
making
that
money
way.
The flyway.
Check on the family. Just chill, man. So
how the kids doing, man? Where they at? Ain't
good.
Are they there?
Yeah, the kids are here. Well, MJ and Ailey just came back from Kansas.
Oh, okay.
So they was up there for like a month.
Did they fly or did they drive?
No, they drove. They drove up there.
That's what's up, man. So they was there with the fam up there.
Mm-hmm. Bree was down here, I still got school and trying to work. And I said, girl, you ain't gonna work. Ain't nobody hiring right now.
Nobody about to get that Rona.
Facts.
So nobody playing around with that.
So yeah, she been finishing off her high school stuff and getting ready to go to LSU, man.
That's dope. She can't get rid of that purple, huh?
Nope.
It's in her.
Man.
Nope, not at all.
Much purple in y'all family, bro. She need to come get some of this orange.
The white
No.
went out.
Go to Virginia Tech. Go to University of Virginia.
We almost done.
All right, Brady, let's get her out. The wives are walking by, carrying on.
Yeah. Because I just got the look like, nigga, if you don't hurry up, get off here. I'm fucking
y'all just chilling now. Y'all parlaying now. All right, man. I love y'all, man.
All right, bros.
Hey,
love y'all,
too, bro.
Man.
I'll be easy.
Yes, sir.
Mo, let us know when this episode gonna drop. So I can
it's
share
Father's
it
Day.
all over the world.
It's dropping Father's Day. This is the Father's Day episode. Easy. So
I'm sharing it just like that.
All right.
You got
I'm gonna polish off this Cuban.
Oh yeah. It's chopped and screwed, baby. That's how we're gonna do it.
Chop and screw it, man. Have fun. Put some music on it. Put the right music on it.
Yeah.
Hey, I need to come in and so fresh and so clean. Outcast, that's all I'm saying.
I don't know if I'll do all that, but we'll see. We'll see.
I need the 8-ball instrumental. Nah. I need 3/6.
Boy.
No, you ain't. I gotta say.
Hey, yeah, man. But, man, hey, love y'all, man.
Yes, sir.
To the next time, bro.
Y'all be good.
You know
how the ribs turn out, player?
Delicious.
Holla at y'all.
All right, man.